All right, all right, all right. Shout out to DF Dub for having the hardest working people in the community. This your girl Lucretia Brown, aka the Lincoln Coin Lab. For those of you who have subscribed, you may have seen the name change, but the handle still remains the same. If you follow me on Facebook, you know that I geographically take you guys around DF Dub. There's a little bit of the artwork that we have going here. And as promised, we are actually uploading um, the actual models, I believe 0301 through 0350. So you will get a closer look. I uploaded 10 videos actually today, and it's actually a greater shot. Before we get started with the coin show here, just as a quick disclaimer, I upload my personal coin collection, reach 50 subscribers on YouTube after 5 years of actually contemplating what I like to do on social media. So you can take a closer look at those coins. I am getting those uploaded. And again, those are models 0301 through 0350. So yeah, I just thought I'd hop on the live and we'll have a little bit of fun. I think someone in the comments said to do a giveaway, and I was like, okay, I may do an actual giveaway, but right now I don't have a PO box. So we did discover that we cannot do any background music. It will be copyright, so I don't want all the hard work and making lives and everything to go in vain. But we are gonna find something fun. I did think about cleaning ASMR, but we're gonna keep it very simple for now. And I will like to try to hit the lives. It is Monday specifically. I am located in DF Dub area, so definitely subscribe to the channel if you kind of been on the anxiety side about making content and don't know where to actually start. So I will go over that. And then I did pinpoint, as promised, some things that we can showcase. Well, I showcase in the actual personal coin collection. We'll be able to go over some information that may be actually helpful to you. And definitely hit the subscribe button, guys, if you're not already. I typically go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Saturday. So definitely happy Monday. So I did actually find out a little bit of interesting information. If you're just not joining, definitely hit that subscribe button. So number one, the top 5 topics for the coin industry in 2025, guys. So I did a little bit of research. Definitely comment if you'd like for me to research a coin for you. But we did hit on what coins you're actually looking for. Right now, I believe the 1982 is a coin that is worth about 11,000. We're looking for a large print, and for it to be minted in Denver, guys. So definitely comment down below if there's a coin that you have interest in and you want to know what it's worth, circulated and uncirculated, guys. So I'm definitely your go-to guide. And what will be the next step if you do hit the jackpot here on the live? So definitely engage in the comments. You never know who can actually help out. So we're gonna move forward and go over the top 5 topics in the corn industry for 2025, guys. All right, so number one, the rise in AI, coin grading, and authentication. So I think some of the top questions that I actually get are two. There's 2 questions that I actually get. I actually get a question about where to sell the coins and if they're worth being graded. So that's why I said just go ahead and drop a comment and I'll actually hello Elon Rizzo. Thank you for commenting and thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I know it's a little late, but shout out to DFW. But yeah, going over the 2 main questions that I actually get is where do I get my coins graded? So the number one topic relating to AI coin grading and authentication. If you are interested, I think CoinIn is one of the apps, and then I was introduced to Whatnot. That's kind of like an auction and bid platform where you instantly can go live. You don't have to work your way up through the milestones, kind of like with the other social media accounts, but platforms. But the number one answer to where to get the coins graded. As a disclaimer, I upload my personal coin collection and showcase them. But if you're looking to get them upgraded, that's the number one question. It will be NGC or PCGS. According to the top five topics in the coin industry in 2025. They are coming out with grading and authentication like software that you may guys can actually start with if you don't want to go with NGC or PCGS. I know someone actually commented and said that the top companies may not return them, but guys, if you have the 1994, just as a heads up, Lincoln Penny, I did on my if you catch some of my lives, I did explain what I do on the channel. But the 1994 guys is specifically made for millions, guys. So as a summary, number one topic out of the five is rise in AI coin grading and authentication. In 2005, major coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have integrated AI powered systems to assist with coin grading and counterfeit detection. There you go, guys. This shift improves consistency, speeds up turnaround times, and helps protect collectors from fakes, especially in the online market. So not only NGC and PCGS, it looks like those top companies that we just mentioned actually integrated AI powered systems, guys. So that may be a little task that we can do later on if someone will remind me in the comments to actually look at what apps have companies like PCGS and NGC have invested in to give you guys a user-friendly grading authentication for your coins there. So that's the number one topic, one of the number one topics in the coin industry of this year. So usually I say engage in the comments and we'll actually discover, if you're what is like uncirculated and circulated value of your coin. um, Everybody, Robert Clark Third said, "Hey, hello, Robert Clark." Adrian Shepard said, "Hello, you guys, and good morning. Happy Monday, guys." All right, so typically I ask for you guys to engage in the comments. Um, and give me, topics I should go over. But here on the last live, I've been kind of like hosting majority of the time as possible. But our second top five, it made top five um, concerning the corn industry in 2025. So second in place, guys, a key date coins like the 1909S VDB and the 1955 DDO and 1943 bronze cents and major error coins have seen sharp price increases due to growing interest from new investors and content creators. All right. So there go those three coins there: 1905, a 1955, and a 1943, guys. Coins with these strong visual errors are trending across YouTube and TikTok, driving up demand, guys. So there you have it. And there goes that 1943 bronze. If you have a 1943 bronze, guys, definitely get into it. And according to the top news here, NGC and PCGS actually integrated AI and authentication for grading coins. So definitely check out that if you are interested on this channel. we cover a little bit of everything. So you'll see where I actually go into jokes, you'll see where we actually do summaries. And no, we haven't started yet just yet. We are about to, but I always like to break in the ice. Those of you who's watching me behind the screen and not actually clicking into live, please do. We need you in the actual community, guys. So I know this is kind of like low volume of what I usually do, but it is 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. But thank you definitely for tuning in. But those of you who's hiding behind the camera, we need you in the community. So definitely click join live. And thank you guys for the likes. So third in line as the next uh, hot topic out of the five: digital coin marketplaces and blockchain verification. So, if you just now joining NGC and PCGS, which is one of the top grading companies, I guess in North America, they created AI to grade and authenticate your coins. So third in place for the top news today, platforms like eBay, Whatnot. Remember, I told you guys about Whatnot, and new blockchain-based marketplaces are transforming how collectors buy and sell their coins. So here's where it get interesting. Here's the question. Here's the answer to the most deserving question. There you have it, guys. eBay, Whatnot, blockchain based marketplaces, basically digital marketing. And if you have tuned into my live, you know how I get down on Facebook, creating new trends. Most definitely, happy Monday, and also showing you guys how to go from 0 to 100 if you have not started posting your actual content to go live. That's where all your watch hours are going to mainly calculate from. Don't worry about that if you have not got started yet, you guys, with YouTube. On this channel, we share a little bit of everything. And I have not introduced my actual pre-cut model labels that I created. They're available on eBay for coin collectors or those that just now started out with social media. The next in line, um, so this is a digital coin marketplaces and blockchain verifications. We talked about those top grading companies actually integrating and making it available for users just at a tap of a button. So they mentioned eBay, and we did go over eBay. Me starting my pop-up store on eBay without just paying a large overhead. So I only pay like $10 a month. And as we explained, it cuts out everything. We just fighting between servers, and the things that I think about when I think about servers like Gmail or, maybe whatever server it is, Yahoo or something. Sometimes they actually play out, but Google has stuck around for a long time. They're actually at the highest, as 1 billion people, I believe, is actually on social media between the platforms, and it's just going to be um, more platforms that's going to be developed. But platforms like eBay, Whatnot, new blockchain marketplaces, collectors buy and sell coins. Some services are now offer digital certifications of authenticity, NFT style, tied to physical coins, enhancing trust and traceability in online sales. So overall, you can use eBay to list your coins. It doesn't have any insertion fees, guys. When you list your coins on eBay, you can list up to 250. Now, I'm personally searching for the 1943 bronze or Philadelphia or Denver. The 1943 is a hot penny, guys, worth 1.5 1.7 million. Okay, so that's what I'm on my search for. I did show you guys my little secret, which is known now, where I collect the actual Lincoln coins. I did give a background about why I chose Lincoln coins, of course. I wasn't able to get as many views as I do now with just posting once a month. But I use these coin slabs here. that I got from eBay, and I am the inventor of the pre-cut model labels, guys. So fourth in line, let's stay on subject. We already have our beautiful coins here, and then we have our cotton gloves. We're gonna get started in just a minute. And I just want to give topics. If you'd like to engage in the comments, someone says Matt Sweetman is the name Lucretia Drown. No, Lucretia Brown. I'm gonna get litty. I just like to actually help out in the community. As you already know, it's suicide prevention, and we talk about a little bit of everything. So I always like to start out with pinpoint the most asked questions, and that's what we're doing with the top five topics. If you guys have a coin that you'd like for me to research while on live, I'll actually uh, will do. Um, but the next in line for the top five topics of today in 2025 in the coin industry, one concern is increased public awareness of modern varieties. So those modern varieties are between the year 1992 through 2022, guys. This is the top five news for the coin industry. Collectors are more focused than ever on modern penny varieties like the 1992 closed AM. If you did attend my live, definitely subscribe for more content. We'll give out what's going on in the game. So we learned through our last live. If you see closed on AM or YAM, we're looking for that America, and it's the AM either being close together or either far apart. And reading on the 1998 through 2000 YAM and other minor minting eras. Online education and influencers are helping everyday people discover hidden value in their pocket change, guys. So it looks like 1992 through 2022 is whether it be the closed AM or the YAM, that's definitely something that coin collectors today in 2025, you'll get the most updated information on this channel. So look out for those coins, guys. And like I said, I still haven't forgot my promise. I try to keep my promise. Thank you for the 4 likes, guys. But I try to keep my promise, and we are actually gonna find somewhere in DF Dub where they hold ceremonies or something like that in attendance for all coin collectors. I'm out here in DF Dub, and so we still working on that, guys. And I did actually a project, but I want to share with you guys later on down the line how posting on social media can be made simple. So moving forward, this is the last and fifth in place, guys, of the top five news in the coin industry. The surge in bullion and precious metal interests. Due to economic uncertainty and inflation concerns in 2025, there's been a rise in gold and silver bullion collecting. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are actually starting something new, but that bullion programs, it says U.S. Mint bullion programs like American Eagles and commemoratives are in high demand, guys, and older silver coins are increasing in value as investors hedge in physical assets. So that makes the top five topics in the coin industry, you guys. So now we learned that NGC and PCGS as the top grading companies have actually integrated an AI powered systems, guys, like eBay. You can list up to 250 coins, but I'm here to help you with that. If there's a coin that you have in question, please comment down below and we'll actually get it started. So we'll start off with the five topics. We're gonna go ahead and move forward with one of my personal coin collection, guys, and actually vibing. I actually got a copyright on one of my video, two of my videos. So I was trying to make it pop. And someone said like to do a giveaway, but I wouldn't want to give in like dead weight. So now we also looking for the A and the M, whether it's wide or closed on these I think it's the 1998 through 2000. Also the 1992 guys. That's what's popping nowadays are those coins. Um so yeah, we definitely gonna do the top 5 topics each time that I do a live. Whether it sound boring or not, we're gonna get into it. I think I gave a lot of energy. I slept, and I slept. I was very tired. I put a lot of energy into my lives, guys, researching and making things fun. Maybe answering some questions. So we know that the 1998 through 2000 is on the top rise, guys. So don't forget that. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll teach you how to go from 0 to 100 with my method, Lucretia Brown method, and how I can explain how it took me 5 years to discover my niche. More than likely, the niche that you have will be something that's already somebody has already done, but you do it your way. So that is a possibility. But here's the pre-cut model labels that I actually created with no effort. It was little to no effort. I didn't see no skin in the game, you know. But I don't like to downsell. I like to upscale, and this is what actually got me to get in front of you guys. These pre-cut model labels, and I think Kimberly Lynn. I think her name was Kimberly Lynn. She joined the community a couple of days ago. She hit the subscribe button, and she was saying that as a coin collector, she come in and said that she have trouble with keeping up with her inventory and showcasing them on social media. So if you do follow me on Facebook, I encourage you to follow my journey. And it takes literally, I can post 10 videos in one day, 10 videos. So if you are starting out, I would suggest that you don't go down the route. It's only an opinion, but don't go down a route where you need to hire a whole casting crew. You want to start off something you can do by yourself, and that's something that I actually found. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these coins today. Let me actually put a little bit more lighting in. Please hit the subscribe button, guys, if I meet your needs. That's one thing about marketing that I do understand. Nobody takes you serious unless you marketed them. And then on the other half, marketing is not tricky, it's very simple. Remove your emotions. And if you're not getting nothing out of it or giving anything at the same time, then it's not towards success. But to me, that's my opinion, guys. But um but yeah, start off small. Definitely start off small. I think I helped someone actually build their content. There was actually doing a lot of editing. Sorry guys. They was actually doing a lot of editing, and I advise for them to take that out of that and only edit in the app. If you have to edit outside the app, starting off, I wouldn't suggest to almost have to go and hire a casting crew. So that's why it took me 5 years, and I struggled and struggled mentally. It wasn't an easy road. I can share that with you guys. But as I promised, if you're just now joining, thank you for hanging out. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Here's that beautiful 2019, guys. And you guys actually just missed the top 5 topic for the coin industry. NGC and PCGS have generated AI powered tools. One of them is eBay. All right, I'm watching the Animal Planet. I don't think you guys can actually hear that in the background, but why I love Animal Planet. It just calms me down totally. So you may hear the actual fan in the background, but I'm still here. Thank you for joining, guys. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I'll teach you how to go from 0 to 100, guys, if you haven't already, with your content creation. It should not be that difficult, guys. And it's all about your title. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that before. That is mainly about your actual title when it comes to social media. But here's that 1984. We're looking for a 1982. I did get 1982s in the last mint, but here's that 1984. Uh, Bum a clerk says, my community. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. So here's the 2013 D. And there's that beautiful shell, guys. Now, I went in and actually marked some of these coins, but as we grow, we know better. And I'm obsessed with the 1943. Here's a 2022, guys. And there's the shell. Now, I am uploading these coins to my actual as charts as well. Oh, all right. So I am uploading these coins for you guys to take a closer look and check out the things that I do. You can leave a comment or subscribe. Um, so last time we shared a little bit of trade secrets, and I gave the top 5 topics. If you just now joining, that's what we do on our live. We are a community, one mind, one sound, one heart. So here is the 1988, guys. Chandra Babu Singha says, bro, I have a question. Shoot your question, bro. Ain't nobody holding you back. You feel me? Now I get some people that may not like that slang and stuff, but at the same time, yeah, you know we lit. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go live or not, but it seems like that YouTube algorithm actually picks up when you're on live around 11 or maybe sometime or another, like late in the night. But we're just not getting started, guys. 1988. Shoot your question, bro. What you waiting for, bro? Dang. There's their memorial. I mean, how high should I go? I was so litty the other day and stuff because I have a lot of things to say to you guys. That's your question. You want me to call you? That's the 2009. This is not your question, boy. Oh, look at that shiny, beautiful look. The other Lincoln Penny, there's another Lincoln Penny that I have where he's actually fishing, guys. So remember I talked to you guys about using Google Chrome and to actually verify your actual coins. I don't think eBay uh, um, grade your coins. I did speak about NGC and PCGS and what's going on in AI powered. If you just not joining, but I know eBay does not grade your coins, so just use Google Chrome for the coins that you are interested in, and it kind of gives you a background about the coin and if they're and what to kind of look for that year. So a lot of research, and I usually upload about a roll set which has like 50 Lincoln coins. So I do feature like quarters and nickels. I don't naturally feature dimes, and you'll see if you do subscribe where I actually capture a lot of views from my actual chart. So that was the amazing part about the algorithm. The first time that I actually uploaded uh, video to YouTube, it was like I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't get many views. Only had like 30 subscribers, but now we're almost reaching 500 subscribers. So definitely, if you are hiding behind the camera, please actually join this live and community, because here's where we get real. Ask any questions. Sometimes, even if it actually blots out your comment, I'm still able to read it and I actually go over it. Whatever it is you may, I think he called me Lucretia Drown. Sometimes you just have a long day, okay? A goddamn long day. So, Trixie Crown Over says hi in the community, guys. Stop hiding behind the screen. Come into the live, guys. Come into the lives. Kind of spooky. Just come in, guys. You're welcome. All right, so this is 2019, guys. And here we have the shell. I can actually, let me see here. We're gonna set this one to the side. Um, Now since I'm actually uploading the shorts, so I want to kind of like I want to implement on how some large YouTubers have like 8 to 10,000 actual videos. Thank you guys for the likes. Have like 8 to 10,000 videos, and you can do short lives. You can mix it up. You can go live and be like 10 to 15 minutes, or you can actually do shorts. I prefer shorts because on my lives I need to have this actual thumbnail. So everybody talked about the thumbnail, but you don't get that thumbnail opportunity necessarily until you reach the live. Now for your thumbnail, if you would like to do what I do, I use these pre-cut model labels to keep tab of my uploads for my shorts, and I'm working on my thumbnail. So you can build a unique, quick, free thumbnail by using your iPhone, and you just actually go to the picture, find some pictures, make sure it doesn't have any copyright or watermarks, and then you just screenshot it. Of course, you're using Google. So I use Google, ChatGPT, and Google Chrome. I use Google, ChatGPT, and Google Chrome. And so you can get a picture from Google, screenshot it, and actually build a thumbnail for free instead of going through all those apps and everything like that. You can write on it, so I usually find things that deals with money and stuff like that. Although it was introduced to me that if you see thousands or something like that, that means that they went live. So I didn't know the difference until I was actually given that opportunity. But bro, please, do you have 1999 coin? Let's see what the 1999 is worth today. Yeah. I think it was an obsession with the 1999 as well. If you catch my lives, I do like hard research to give you guys overviews. Um and yeah, so the 1999 wide AM. It says proof coins from 1994 to 2008. We're looking for the wide or closed AM in the America. If the AM is closed or either wide, of course, it's self-explanatory. But yeah, I'm definitely obsessed. Did you want to know how much they was actually worth? Um, if you do, definitely drop a comment. Chandra Babu Singha. Really neat. Where are you from? Where are you commenting from? There's that 1975, guys. D for Denver. And the memorial. So, yeah, so we did, the 1999 is considerably a rare coin. If it has a wide or a closed AM, it's a variety. of the amount you can receive. Sometimes it can be between 5 to 50, and sometimes it can be between 2 to 4. Like I said, you can have your up store, your pop-up store on eBay. Very easy to set up. Download the actual app, create something, as I did, that you can actually get out to the public and meet the needs of a specific audience, and that's what you're looking for. I think, sometimes it's not about what we choose, but how we build on top of that foundation. So that's how I actually um, think about these Lincoln coins. Here's the actual shield. There's that 1982, guys, and that's what we're looking for, the 1982. And it's actually, so they're saying that the large is something that may be rare. And in order to find like the double die, of course, we're gonna make it even more interesting, guys. Sorry for the low vibes. Sorry for the low vibes. So I just kind of did a spot on live with you guys. Definitely drop any comment that you may have, what you've been wondering, and we can definitely get down to what is needed. We don't need no bull crap, right? We're not here to bull crap. We're here to make what? Money. And I went to a comedy show. It was very fascinating. Um, it's a guy called Celebrity the Comedian, excuse me. The uh Celebrity the Comedian. So his thing on social media is la fuck, right? La fuck, right? So he said if you want to make, profanity a little bit fancier, just say la fuck. So yeah, but that was really nice though. I had fun. It was funny. I think it was probably like 5 or 6 comedians there. And of course, we had to try out the fries and the actual chicken tenders. If you don't know, you know. Fresh and delicious. So, yeah, we're going to straighten up these gloves here. There's that 1991. If you will attend my lives when I am litty, I don't know why I decided to go live, guys, but here's that memorial and 1991. Ask me any questions in the comments, anything that you've been thinking for years. It doesn't even have to be related to coins. It can be related to, what have they found? What type of species have they found in droppings or something like that? Some stuff like that. I'm here for you. So it's not only about meeting the needs of coin collectors, but actually being and developing a community, as I always say, guys. So definitely, if you like my content, please definitely subscribe to this channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. And to do a giveaway, I don't know. To do a giveaway. What would I mean? I can show you. It's gonna be a little bit off topic because like I don't know if you guys are from DFW or not, but of course out here, everybody's 8.2 billion people in the world and stuff. But Erica Badu is actually where I'm from. She's a little bit older than I am, but definitely an inspiration. And how a little bit part of her journey, she was actually singing or performing at this local uh, place in Dallas, and that's how she got discovered. So I made these actual purses for like mental health because I feel like that over the years I have not been considerate towards man. I feel like that you won't know that sector until like you have male children. And so I dedicated what I made. It took me 5 years. Initially, I was going to do it like a tax return, like donating and stuff, and that's where I got into intellectual property and insurance and stuff and net worth and all that. That's a long story, but I created these purses for like mental health and for the actual hospitals themselves. It's a big risk, but it's something that I want to showcase. I think it's going to be this time the Urban Art Center. And I'm not looking to make any money, but make a presentation. I say sometimes you can look at like the what they call a scam, like uh what is it called? They call it something, but a scam like an MLM, a get rich scheme, and all that conspiracy. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to showcase mental health and sell the ideal, not necessarily sell the product. Um, so yeah, but I think if you guys know some platforms where I could sell ideas and actually get them off the ground, I think that's what everyone is looking for. But I did have some coffee, guys. I think I was in between going to sleep and then going live, doing a little bit of work. But I worked real hard today, though. I really did. You know, but yeah. All right, so I have 7 viewers. Can I get 7 viewers to comment? Why are you here right now? What captured you? I'm actually doing research hours. So definitely we're gonna get into it. I'm just in live and I may actually crunk up, saying bro this, bro that. I think that's what they say you have to do to be on social media. But one thing that turned me around when I did social media when I first started out, like midway in between those 5 years and stuff. I had someone to actually say social media is making fools of people. And I was like, okay, social media is making fools of people, because I got on there and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. For 5 years, I actually dealt with people, social media influencers lying, saying, what can you do? And it's very simple. Only thing you need to do on YouTube, it's either AI driven or SEO driven, and or it's either one or the other. I would suggest YouTube, and then I want to get into Pinterest as well, because when you go to Google Chrome and let's say you upload a picture of some, how Google Chrome is works is that it pulls up all of its partnership apps, to show you what you're actually looking for. So that's one advice that I would give. They say TikTok and all these platforms and stuff, but YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The reason why Facebook and Instagram go together, because you can post to Facebook and then post to Instagram at the same time. But it's AI or SEO driven, guys. And one secret of mine that I like to share with you guys, that Chat GPT is definitely legit. The only thing you need to work on, it don't matter if you get on live. I mean, if you get on camera for, like, I say, keep your content about 15 seconds or something on YouTube. It's about the actual title, guys, of your content. The title of your content. So we're gonna look up um, SEO. So it's either AI or SEO or both of them, guys. So I don't know who's in the audience. You guys are not coming and are engaging, but you guys are joining alive, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the love, guys. Hopefully, before you leave, you actually subscribe. So What is SEO and what it involves is using words and phrases that people commonly search. So, like for TikTok and maybe Facebook, you won't find them on Google Chrome when you upload a picture or just search something. Okay, so you want to be on platforms like YouTube where it's AI and SEO driven, and it's partnerships where they can find you on different platforms otherwise than just in that platform. Content optimization, writing clear, useful, and engaging content that answer user questions, technical SEO, making sure your website loads fast. You can get a website. I talked about MLMs, marketing. Multi-level marketing, and how people think it's a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. Some people make 40,000 a month, and all you go to is just making webinars. That's all. Like what I'm doing, I'm hosting my own show. I have a little bit of audience. We wanted to grow, but that's not what we're focusing on. Because one thing about actual live, you scrolling, and then if you don't want to join the live, you still kind of hear what they're saying, but if you don't stay on the live, then you may not hear everything that they're saying and may miss something. So go in and out, but your user experience, easy to navigate layouts, and helpful info keep people on your site longer, which boosts ranking. So why SEO matter? Means more people find your content. So when you're on Facebook or using TikTok, they nobody can find you on Google. If you're using Facebook and TikTok, it usually don't pop up. It pop ups on Google. Facebook does, but as far as Google Chrome, we want to get you on Google Chrome. Okay, that's what we're looking for. But yeah, I was just taking a little bit of break. If you guys are hanging with me, thank you for hanging out. I wish I could play some live music. I'm urging for that, you guys. Any questions that you want to know about me, I haven't shown my face, but any questions you have for me, definitely drop it in the comments. I'm really, really cool. I just turned 16, and when I'm gonna get married, when I turned 17, okay? That's what we gonna do. But yeah, definitely engage in the comments. We be busting. Shout out to DF Dub for having the hardest working people in the community. I didn't know what regional until I seen DF Dub. It has 13 counties and over 200 some cities. In an MLM multi-level marketing company, you become regional. And I think building your brand, the speculation about LLCs and sole proprietors. LLC still connected to a social security number, so there's really no protection except but bankruptcy. I think it's called a Chapter 7, okay? So that's my belief. What your belief is, comment down below, honestly. Mm-mm. You'll struggle so many years trying to figure out that. Just register a DBA in your county. And if you do live in DF Dub and need some help, you can call me at 305-376-0840. And like I said, I'm a hard researcher. I need research hours. If you get in trouble with something like that, that may actually help out with your research, your community service, and social responsibility. So, but yeah, we got some coins to go over. Definitely subscribe to this channel. It's not only about coins, but you have to give a visual. One thing, some people may drop off and may disagree with what I say, but sometimes growth is just uh different. And somebody said that change is always going to happen. So hopefully what I'm doing now is going to change something that I have a big light on in the future. But yeah, we're about to get started, guys. I always wanted to be like a foot model. I always wanted to be like a foot model, guys, or a hand model. So I think I'm getting a little bit too old for that. But either way, it's fine, you know. But yeah. Thank you for joining, guys. Where are you joining from? Before you know it, we on live for 48 minutes, guys. If you haven't subscribed, you're gonna miss some valuable information. I am a hard researcher. Any questions you have, I can pretty much answer them and search even harder. So definitely my lines are open. Let me plug in my actual phone. My lines are open. Just start off with a text. It's better to text. It's 305-376-0840. I always give out my number. I had like a little I think he's like a little kid called me, right? So I'm sitting there, it's business hours and everything, doing me, and he calls. He's like, "Hello." I said, "Hello." He said, "Yeah, I am. Why are you giving your number out?" And I'm only so. I guess he was trying to see if I was a pervert or something. But I just gave him some hints on how to start his YouTube. I heard some stories, just like I heard a story about a 16-year-old girl who got her master's or something like that at age 16. So, but yeah, so I helped them out and everything. But no, I am not a pervert, and no, it's not a scam. You guys see my government name. That's how real I am. If you haven't started posting, I have these pre-cut model labels. If you're in DF Dub, like in one of the 13 counties or something, we make a meet up if you would like to collab. If you would like to collab and actually start doing what I do. It may take like 5 years, honestly, for it to blow up, or maybe some big time actually steal my idea and do better with it. If y'all knew the numbers behind those pre-cut model labels, no stick, no mess, I'm telling you, I think it's worth it, y'all. So I can tell you what is a scam. If you gotta pay money up front in order to be on camera to try to be a artist or a performer or something, to actually have to pay up front, I think that's a big scam. I really do. But yeah, I'm gonna find my way. So I've been going live for about 3 months. I mean, no, I've been going live for about a month, and then it took me a whole week after my first live to go live again. So, I've been checking out and everything. I ain't gonna lie, I do have weaknesses, and like I always say, if you recognize your weakness and actually build a foundation, then you'll be able to be prosperous more towards your goals. So that's what I always say. But you guys are not actually commenting to give me subjects. This is kind of scary. I'm not getting no rude comments. I'm not getting nothing. I don't. That's kind of scary. But I did get one. But it's okay. I did kind of sound like I was very down. But I have a real mellow voice. Now, one time I had called a controller, right? That's another thing that you have to look for when you are an LLC and the secretary too. You start owing taxes to like different departments or whatever, like federal departments and all that other stuff. So, but yeah, the controller had it down, sound like a computer. I was like, oh wow. I think Snapchat, out of all the users and stuff, I think they forgot to put a disclaimer on for children or something like that, and the controller actually got them for that. I think they had like a lawsuit or something like that. That's what the controller is for. The state will do like lawsuits or something like that. So that was very horrible. So if you do go out after like a NSF grant and stuff, that's what I told you guys in the last live. Write a whole 600 pages or something. You got AI, write a whole 600 pages about your software that you're going to build that NSF is going to help you with, guys. National Science Foundation. Just a short pitch, use AI. They're going to ask for a proposal, and you already pretty much got an outline. We learned that in elementary. Get an outline, make an outline of what you like to do, and you may be the next person, just like one who created Facebook or something, worth millions or billions of dollars in the next 20 years. I know I am. I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try. But yeah, Matt Sweetman says, is the name Lucretia Drown? Hey, I used to actually work um at a facility where we did inbound and outbound. We actually, that call center won a trophy, guys. So this drowned voice won a trophy. Helped the call center win a trophy. Yeah, it's about what you do, not really how you sound and stuff like that. But I have different tones and everything. I have a perky tone. I have this. I just like all of us. But what make me different, I think, is it's a lot of things that I can say make me different, and it don't matter what other people say. I did mention that on some of my lives will make me different, guys, but I'm not in a hosting mood. But I'm kind of lonely. I'm not gonna lie. You can drop off or you can hit that subscribe button so you can keep me some company. Okay, your girl is lonely. Yes, I've been there. I've been married with kids and a job, and I don't see how women do it. I don't see the romance in it. I don't see the help in it. And a lot of times on social media, it seems like that women actually be and sometimes be suffering. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But I'm not getting really any comments of what I can search, and then I want you guys to subscribe because I may not be hitting it now, but I want you guys to subscribe. I usually go live on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Y'all know it's lit. It's Happy Monday up in DF Dub. What time zone are you in? You feel me? I'm on Central Standard Time. You feel me? And I know that sometimes it may, I think it's like morning time somewhere, of course. So, you know what I'm saying? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. We still celebrating Taco Tuesday, y'all. Or I'm a little bit late. I live up on the damn rock. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. I don't live up on no damn rock. Hell. I'm just a little bit slow. Back in the day, we used to find jobs by foot. Now it's online, online, online. I could tell you a funny. Who is this? Who is this? It was just horrible. Okay, so I don't know what they doing now and stuff like that. But hey, we here. But yeah, going over these coins, I know you guys don't have a visual. That's what I was talking about. Maybe as soon as I mention a name, people will drop off. But it's okay, as long as you know that I'm here and there for you in this community. But I think I was going to say something about, of course, I'm in love with Lil Wayne. Okay, I follow him on all my social media platforms and stuff like that. He teaches about venereal diseases and stuff like that, and it's just really, really cool. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. It takes no time to actually go in and do these coins. But I wanted some more engagement in the comments of what you think. Someone said that I can do like a giveaway, but hell, a giveaway means I gotta add about $70 to $80 more to get a PO box, right? I don't have that. Why y'all think I started out with coins? With these coins, there was no other way for me to get views. And then just as a trivial effect, I learned about ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT to do your titles. Some people say it's cheating, but in these advertisements, they actually tell you or encourage you to use ChatGPT. Download the app and get started. I don't know who I'm talking to, my audience. I don't know. Yeah, because nobody's commenting. So I don't know who my audience is, and it troubles me at night. Who am I talking to? What are their deepest thoughts? Like, that made me think about the story about that starts talking about visuals. Lil Wayne usually give visuals when a song comes out. So I know you guys don't have a visual, but you know, but I don't know nobody in the community like that. unless they come in and continue to join my lives. Even if you hop in and hop out, hop in, hop out, subscribe, support. It ain't gonna hurt you to see, you know, um, stay subscribed to this channel, guys. I ain't gonna bite, you know, but yeah. So, what do you guys want to know? Right. And sometimes it's kind of difficult talking and walking at the same time. Maybe I just got two left feet, on the grind. 1997, riding slabs. Who still rides slabs, man? I ain't never had the opportunity to ride spinners and slabs and stuff. But out here in D-Town, it goes down. And also in Houston, I think. I love little representation and stuff. I don't gang bang. I like the color of the rainbow. Okay, I love the color of the rainbow, guys. All right. Now I tell you guys, like it took like 2 years to start winning stuff off the actual radio station. It took 2 years and I prayed and prayed. My children somehow like disrupted my peace by like breaking my only AM and FM radio. And I was so distraught because one thing that calms me down, not only Animal Planet, but listening to a baseball game on an AM station. Like AM say I would choose an AM station before an FM. It was a rule of thumb where they were saying they were gonna cut out all AM, but they're still busting. So I won my first tickets, and that's where I found out. I think it was like a tax form or something like that. But yeah. So and then I won my second tickets to Stump the Yard. If you follow me on Facebook, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. They were selling like bags of popcorn for like $15. So that's, I mean, out here, if somebody like put like a chicken place out here, like I promise you they're gonna make bukus of money. Just chicken, fries, pickles, jalapenos, and some light bread. If you never, they got Big Mamas, Rudy's. They had Hall's chicken, Henderson chicken. Henderson chicken go back in the day. I have never, between Henderson and Rudy's, I have never tasted no chicken like Big Mama's and Henderson. Those two are the top, and then you have Williams chicken. But eating all the chicken will cause high blood pressure and high cholesterol, so I wouldn't suggest that. I have lowered my high blood pressure and cholesterol tremendously just by eating a Subway. It don't matter, get a foot long or a 6 inch or a 4 inch. Just be on that constant basis. If you don't work out or something, that will actually help. Some people say bread is fattening, but with the right activity with mixed with some bread, and bread, just eat bread only, I promise you, you'll still lose weight. I don't know what the rumor is. Oh, eat bread, gain weight. I don't know. So, and some people actually don't eat, certain animals and stuff like that. I think anchovies will be the top of my list. Anchovies will have your nostrils open more than wasabi. Okay, more than wasabi, baby. I just can't do anchovies and stuff. The Black Sea, and I always say it's 8.2 billion people in the world, so I respect every belief. 8.2 billion people, guys. But there's that lovely 1982. I will actually, if I find that 1943 bronze rare is like 10 to 15 only was made. It was an error by the machine. I broke that down on my last live. Now you do have some larger channels, like I said, I appreciate your support, but you do have those larger channels where they're actually popping sales on these coins and everything. So a little bit different. That's what made me different, you guys, is that on my channel We talk about a little bit of everything, but my whole goal is to help people start up their business or business idea. So if you drop a comment with a business idea that you have, but I always recommend once you get stable and start building on that foundation, everything you do should surround your business ideas. So one thing that I did, I started out with life insurance. It's a MLM, a multi-level marketing company. Their name is Our Infinite Company. So I'm under Our Infinite Company, and they contract and partner with as a broker with so many vendors, life and health insurance vendors. So I am in an MLM. It is not a scam, and Uh, we actually meet 6 times a week, so you'll have the support, and that's what I like about it. So it brought me to actually social media and gave me the idea to create these pre-cut model labels. And once I created these pre-cut model labels, it became very easy for me to post wherever I'm from, wherever I'm at, on vacation, running to the store, taking a chill pill with the kids at the park. I can post anywhere in the world. That's how easy it is. And that's what I advise if you're going to start a social media account, to be able to post anywhere. Get your content. It should be very simple. Only edit in the app and not outside the app. And that should get you guys started. But here's the pre-cut model labels. They go up to 9,000. And a little bit about these Lincoln coins. The reason why I chose the Lincoln coins, I told the story every time. I did go over the top 5 topics for the coin industry. If you did miss it, I will go back over it for the guys that's just not joining. But the Lincoln is legendary because he took his family out of poverty um, with just writing, guys. So, not the legislation part, but something that actually educate uh, something with passion. Okay, so they didn't share what he actually wrote, but they did mention that he got his family out of poverty. But but yeah, here's the actual next coin, guys. Thank you for joining the live. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. We're going over these beautiful coins. There's that beautiful shell, means the union. If you guys would drop a comment about any coins, pocket chains that you may have, I actually provide preliminary grading, and we can see what they're worth with uncirculated and circulated. The coins that I actually showcase on this channel are all uncirculated, so I get the actual roll sets. I can grab them real quick, the roll sets, and I actually post. I'm looking for the 1943. There are other high varieties of coins, but if you're actually subscribing to my lives, that information may change. So we did go over NGC, PCGS is going down, where you don't have to send your coin in. You can actually do it with AI and grade it. I taught you guys a free way and the easier way to get that done. So definitely subscribe to my channel. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Happy Monday. It is 3 o'clock where I'm from. And as you can see on my Facebook account, if you follow me, it is Lucretia Brown. Just to share with you guys, I post my coins with model numbers as a personal coin collector because it helped me keep up with inventory. And if someone coming on my video, then I'm able to go back and see what they're talking about, what actual city I posted. So here we have Lucas, Melissa, Josephine, Seagerville, Wilmer, Corinth, and so on and so forth. And you kind of do a little time travel on my Facebook account. So definitely find me on Facebook. I have like a black and white duck, and it has my phone number, which is 305 376-0840. Text me before calling. I'm more than likely to answer text before calling. Anytime of the night, whatever question you may have, you can actually indulge in that. But while we go over these, finish going over this role set, guys, I wanted to share my experience like with the life and health exam. Here's the 1985, guys, close up. And then remember for the American, I think it's on the back here. We're looking for the wide and close, and that will actually help out with the value of your coin. But that 1943, guys, is busting. I gave you the top world secret. That is busting. $1.7 million, guys. Let me clear my throat. Sound like a grown man. But but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. What are you guys looking for? Um we're gonna kind of loosen up after going to that comedy show. It was very fascinating, guys. I had so much fun. So much fun. All right, so 1980, guys. 1980. Some of these coins have a little bit of corrosion, but not that much. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Once we reach 500 subscribers, guys, we're going to share Tres Leche. I don't know about you, but I go crazy over Tres Leche and tilapia from like Fiesta. Out here we have Fiesta. I know they bring in HEB, but out here we have Fiesta, guys. But there you have it, the 1980. Here in a little bit, we're gonna go over the top five topics of 2025 for the corn industry. And don't forget about the AM. I don't know if y'all sleeping or none, but the PM is good. I mean, the FM is all right. I love the AM. I love catching a baseball game on the AM station. So, but definitely check out that, and you're more likely to win some tickets, some free tickets on the AM station versus winning on the FM station. I did find that out, and that was my first time. I prayed. It took 2 years for me to win some tickets to an event. But Stump Wars, it was. I think Ricky Smiley was actually the host. Stump Wars, Ricky Smiley was actually the host, and it was lit. Everybody was. But when they did the shoulder, I was like, oh, that's great. And then another stuff team, you gotta go to my Facebook account. You'll see like some of what I'm talking about, and actually follow me on Facebook. But yeah, and it did the shoulders. Like two teams did the shoulders. It was like almost half a day. The Stump Wars was a half a day event, but Ricky Smiley was a little bit late, but he showed up, and it was, selling popcorn for $15, guys. I talk about partnerships, actually getting that contract, using words that actually help out with visualization. So I think one of the things with marketing, take the emotions out of it and say they don't need it. Just like whoever don't subscribe to this channel don't need me, didn't catch me and what I was saying that was productive. But Ricky Smiley did his thing. And then I did talk about like the company, I think his name is Celebrity the Comedian. He was really great as too. He gave us souvenirs with an actual t-shirt and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I love that though. So but here's the 2024, guys. Sometimes somebody need to comment and say, get that coin off of the screen. Get it out. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. I learned another thing. It's called, excuse my French, but this is uh Celebrity the Comedian. This is his thing. He say la fuck. Like LAFUQ. LAFUQ, la fuck. And he said if you wanna like use profanity and be fancy with it, then he said say la fuck. And FUQ, not FUK. Okay? So la fuck. Okay. So, but that was fun. Hopefully, I think the most fun I ever had this year was around my birthday, and they did something like in Addison. They had like this big event. They had non-alcoholic beverages and stuff, and then they had, of course, I think that was some chicken place, but the most of all, they had this large piece of beef that I actually tasted. Do not be con as well about like the lottery. I also did the Texas lottery. They was up there and they showed me the legit app to actually play the lottery. I don't know, but anyways, that was the most fun, you guys, and I will never forget. Please subscribe for more content. If I meet your needs, my name is Lucretia Brown. This is the Lincoln Coin Lab. We are suicide prevention guys. But yeah, that was the most fun that I actually had was like at that event. So and then sometimes Grand Prairie or something like that. What I love about the area is that it's very open. So I think I called it Inbound Cities or something. But yeah, it's very good, y'all. I had so much fun. But here's that 1984. And I'm learning my audience. I see that some words actually gain people to come from behind the screen and actually join the live, and then some words make them drop off. So I will actually get better, guys. I told you that we won a trophy, guys. So I will get better with my word usage, and hopefully we can gain more people in the community, maybe some doctors, lawyers, or something that want to, definitely level up their business. So by being in the community, so definitely subscribe to this channel. And we're going to go ahead and go to the next coin. If you have a question about the coins or something that you may have, I am a hard researcher. You can actually tell by my LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube account, guys, that I'll research whatever information that you need. We do scale up on this channel about how to get into the on-camera industry. That's the right word, the right phrase, if you would like to be a performer or an actor or actress, guys, or even write jingles. One day I'm going to get on here and I'm going to have my own rap, on my own track. That's what you call music track. I'm going to have one music track. Y'all check it out. I have a friend named Angel, and he makes some hard tracks, guys. I may get in touch with him and see if he can actually come on here or help me do a live track. I never made a track, and before I die, there's like an actual link that Social Security gives out, and it's fun to send it to everybody in your family and react the Day of the Dead. That's why I like Thursday show, but moving forward, it makes more sense to celebrate the Day of the Dead because if they got an app, you pretty much a survivor. If they got an app, you can go in there and pretty much tell when you're gonna die. I'm gonna die at 89. I have a lot of years to live on this earth. I'm gonna die at 89, guys. I wish that I can. I wish it's like a Facebook Live where I can put it in the comments and you guys can straight click it. But yeah, this chick is gonna die at 89. I don't know what. I'm so stressed out. Everybody be stressed out about. Oh, you need retirement money. You need retirement funds. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cause y'all don't even know how long y'all gonna live. Okay? Y'all don't even know how long y'all gonna live. So what is that? And I am in the business of life insurance. If you have any questions as a married couple to save a little bit of coins, make sure that it don't lapse or something like that. Definitely hit me up, man. Definitely hit me up. I hit 3.14 on my TSI. Okay, I had 3.14. Everything was jacked up. Everything was jacked up. I will pull the papers out, but there's no need for that. But yeah, straightforward, man. Just hit me up. 305-376-0840. Dog. Lines are open. You feel me? Text. You feel me? Or we can do a live call. Have some fun, man. Call in. Call in. Y'all not even engaging, but y'all clicking off or hiding behind the screen. What? What said again? Said celebrity, the comedian. The fuck? La fuck? Y'all ain't even engaging, man. But I do know my audience and I respect everybody and stuff like that. But like, yeah, y'all not even engaging. No text messages, no nothing. Y'all just gonna leave me on read, dog. That shit fucked up, man. Just gonna leave me on read, dog. And all that fucking talk about MLM scams, it took me a long time. And I know it's like people don't know what they talking about, but they have good intentions. I don't know. It's the yin and the yang. Ask somebody who fucking know or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right. I guess actions is words. Words are actions, you know? All right. So how long will it live? How long will it live? How long will what live? Rodney and 50 Cent. Oh, how long will I live? Is that what you're saying? How long will I live? I'll live to 89. But it's really hard to find the actual link that Social Security have or something like that. That's why I said if you text me 305-376-0840, especially if you in the area, we can link up. If you want to start doing what I'm doing, whatever you need, I pretty much can actually help you meet your next milestone. So definitely the lines are open. Text and it'll be fun to actually take live calls. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm taking live calls. Who do that? 305-376-0840. Y'all know it's the Lincoln Coin Lab, aka Lucretia Brown. You feel me? Like, what's up? So Rodney's saying, I'm 57. How long will I live? No, you need the link, Rodney. If you text me right now on 305-376-0840, I get that link to you. So you have to text that number first. There's no scam. You got my government name. I don't know why y'all chiming in, but not actually going in all the way, man. You know, just chime in, man. Just text me and I'll send you the actual link. It's a legit link. It ain't no link I made up. It's from Social Security and you'll tell how long you live. I'm gonna die at 80. I'm gonna die at age 89. I don't know what year that's gonna be. Let me see. Hello, I can't even do math. Somebody help me with math, dog. God, darn. So what is it? 2000? No, hold on. All right, I don't know how to do this one. Uh, let me see. All right, so I got 53 more years to live on this earth, guys. According to Social Security, I have 53 more years. I mean, that's even more like, oh my gosh, like I wouldn't want to be stuck anywhere, right? That I wouldn't want to feel stuck anywhere for too long, and now try to work my way out of something. Like it reminds me of the actual movie of Pursuit of Happiness and stuff like that. And when you're in love and stuff, you always try to do something for the other person. But I have experience, with this and that, and like I said, my heart goes out to man folks, and I always, if you meet me, and whether male or female, hopefully find me genuine. But you have to text me, Rodney. I'm sorry, but there's no way for me to actually come in and give you the actual link, or you may can search it up on Google. Maybe start with how long am I gonna live, Social Security or something like that. But that's the link. And I thought that I told my granny, guys, because as you may know, if you have subscribed or caught some of my lives, my biological mother got killed when I was like a baby. And so, of course, my father was like incarcerated. So my grandmother raised me, and I call her mom, right? So I call her mom and stuff like that. But I kind of like try to give her like the link and stuff, like come on, because she's kind of up there. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm ready to croak, I guess, that's how I feel if I would be that age. No disrespect, but I want her to have like that ability so we can reenact her funeral, right? We can reenact, have some fun. That's gonna bring people together, food around. Let's talk about death, right? I think someone come in and said, that wealth is not commonly talked about in families that are in poverty and stuff like that. So on this channel, I try to do the best I can. I don't know what industry you guys are in, but like I said, I am definitely here. But I got 53 years riding. If you're still with us on this live, definitely subscribe. I go live Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturdays. And happy Monday, as I always say, it's lit and somebody needs to hear this. But I got like 53, I have 53 more years. Now, most people think about their retirement. We do have that in place where we're going to avoid double taxation, guys. So not only does multi-level marketing actually strategize different avenues of marketing, have everything for you. You can have a website and a CRM, guys. A CRM is a customer relationship management. It is not a scheme. And this is actually what motivated me to get in front of you guys to talk about a little bit of everything. It's not only suicide prevention that may run some people off, but subscribe because we talk about it and everything openly. Definitely comment and just engage. I'm online. My number is 305-376-0840. So I passed the exam in March. It took me 2 times. I marked out ABC for all the questions. I think it's about at least about 100 and something. And then the second half, you want to go over and check over your answers. The main thing to that is to pass the exam is that you need to know the policy will not start until someone actually pays the premium. So that's the most question. That's the most thing that they want you to know. So it took me 2 times, and I think his name is Justin something. Okay, so I was doing a lot of YouTube University to get past this, and some said, "Well, they gave you a printout what you actually failed in, so why not use what you know, Google search or something like that to just kind of test you." And that was the only thing that I was missing. So it's a multi-level marketing company, our infinite company that I just started with, guys. And I am a life and health. So I want to build that around and put that on the foundation to help married couples to save money. I do believe if the spouse does not take out insurable interest on the breadwinner, whether it's a female or a male, I believe that you're overpaying for your actual insurance. Now, that's only what I believe after actually studying. It took, whew, I think it took months and months of studying for my life and health insurance. And the first time I made a 68, and the second time I made like a 75. I almost passed the hell out because that test was, I never did an exam like that. Okay. And I told you guys, I passed my exit exam for high school a while back, but we have some update information and stuff like that. But I passed without even studying at all. I didn't take English 1, English 2, no geometry or nothing like that. I just went in and passed and got my high school diploma at 16. And actually, one thing about old school, we didn't have a lot of going out to eating at McDonald's and all these places that I get opportunity for my children to eat. And so the first time my grandmother, I told you guys the story about what happened to my biological mom and stuff. And so my grandmother, she barely, bought outside food. She mainly cooked home. So, anyways, she bought like a bucket of chicken home, right? And I'm small and everything, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm still kind of like, a little bit short and everything. And so I get the chicken, and I never tasted it before. Like, she never bought it ever again. And so if someone is working and as a team member or something like that, you can actually flip your resume, and we talk about that and stuff like that. We have, so that's why I said subscribe now, because if you just not chiming in as a host, I can't actually like mimic. I only got like one brain. That's why I say just subscribe. If you do drop off, I know you can't hang in there. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, that box of chicken changed my life. So I teach my children you can actually go and get some help and go to university and everything like that, you know. But honestly, if you have a high school diploma, I talked about that too. It's so many avenues that you can actually do to start generating, if not to snowballing towards millions, basically. So that's pretty much it. But I don't see nobody chiming in, nobody texting and stuff. We are live, and I will actually, once you text, I'll definitely mention you on this live, guys. But here's that 2022, and there's the shield. I really wish I could play some music, guys. I cannot do a darn giveaway. I'm so mad because I was able to do. If you guys comment on how I can make my content more, like level up my content, there's really nothing to it because you guys need a visual. You guys need a freaking visual. What the hell am I gonna do? Like just be on camera, like staring at you guys? Maybe if I do turn the camera around, that means it drives me crazy. It makes me not get sleep at night like Walt Disney. 200 times he tried to get a loan or create Disney World, and he got denied 200 times, guys. So, but yeah, it drives me crazy. Um, oh, what was that number? Rodney, I'm sorry, I'm a black man. If you're still with me, my number is 305-376-0840. Again, 305-376-0840. Um, We provide insight that drives actions for collectors, agents, and entrepreneurs, guys. Every good business actually hires researchers to actually stay on top. Now, at the end of the sector, at the end of a business, more than likely they file in bankruptcies. And then a little secret, guys, that you may not know is that if you have a credit card and you use that credit card and the credit card company owns the product that you actually purchase, that means that you get it for free. Okay. So just remember that if you get a credit card, you buy their product with their credit card, then you don't have to pay. That's a lot of hard researching, but at the same time, if you can sit in some of the bankruptcy court, and that's going to be my next step. One day I'm going to get on this live and I'm going to talk about my grand experience. I'm in DF Dub, guys. 305-376-0840. I'm going to sit in on a bankruptcy court if I can, and I'll give you guys an update about my experience. And therefore, you can actually know when to buy stocks. So that's why I said give me a text first, and then we can go from there. And I can just be your researcher, and that will help. Okay, that will actually help your business grow. Building my brand is gonna be Lucretia Brown. I'm not struggling with no LLC. Thank you guys for the likes, but I'm not struggling with no LLC. It's still connected to your Social Security. That's my motto. If you know any different, definitely drop a comment, guys. All right, so there's our 2000, and there the 2000, guys. The 2000, and I did promise we was gonna go over the next top 5 topics for the coin industry. If you are a coin collector, you naturally are a coin collector. I don't see why not to claim it. Okay, I know there's some coins in your car, up under the seat, in the toilet, or something like that. That is called a coin collector. Okay. All right, now we do have some experts maybe in the community. I hope you guys join. And like I said, with marketing, if you sit in front of a TV about the first couple of seconds of it, a show, an ad or something, you're gonna know if you want it or not. So they can show whatever, I can say whatever, but if I'm not meeting your needs and stuff like that, definitely give me a try. Subscribe anyway, and then if you don't like it, hit that unsubscribe button. You feel me? It wouldn't really hurt, but you're not gonna be here for the tres leche though. If you don't like tres leche, I say get off the live anyway, because I did tres leche and jalapenos and stuff like that, man. You feel me? Like that's it. But But yeah, you won't be here to enjoy the threads lecture if you don't subscribe, because we're gonna eat together. I've thought about so many content creations and stuff like that, but somehow this niche just took off. And I can tell you about my experience and stuff. We still have a couple of corners. We're just mainly hanging out, guys. And those who are definitely hanging in and out with me, that's been on since the beginning of the live, or just please stay on for a minute, guys. Stay on this live for a minute, and I'm gonna try to rap to you, go over some coins and stuff. But right now, we're gonna recycle the information, some of the information that I already integrated on this live, guys. I am lit. I am up now. At first, I was hesitant, but here's the top five. Here are the top five topics in the coin industry for 2025. 2025, guys. So we talked about number one. The number one topic is rise in AI coin grading or in authentication. So I told you the number one question that I normally get is, hey, where do I get my coins graded? Stuff like that. PCGS and NGC is the answer to that question. And then another thing is, what is the value of my coin? Hit up the comments and I'll definitely integrate that for you. These last few requests, I think it's been hitting around like about $2 to about $15 or something like that. We don't want to go down that route as far as getting coins that's only going to make us a couple of dollars, because baby, we cashing in change and making millions, baby. And hopefully I can share this journey with you with this multi-level marketing strategy that I'm coming up with. And I love those commercials where you don't know that it's an advertisement, guys. So I may not have the voice, but I have the goal. All right. But I want to share these top industries. Please subscribe to this channel. We cover different topics to help people in the community to thrive and to do the best that they can do. And I feel like these top five topics in the coin industry is definitely going to hit raw. So definitely subscribe to this channel. And it's the rise of AI coin grading and authentication, guys. PCGS and NGC have integrated AI-powered systems to assist with coin grading, so you don't necessarily have to send it to these companies if you think they're going to lose them or something like that. I think there was only one concern, but you guys got to get into it. Cuss me out or something. God damn, y'all making a live like boring. But the next second topic in line would be the increased value in key date era coins. It looks like the 1909 SVDB, the 1955 DDO, and the 1943, baby. The 1943 is my honey child, baby. Okay, the bronze sin. Okay, and I think it's only about like 10 to 15 of them actually produced, and some of it is actually unknown, like aliens. I was watching this show earlier, guys, and they was talking about how this guy got like 1 million people to follow him in the middle of fucking nowhere and chase and be free about aliens or some shit. I was like, God damn, man, that's crazy. I bet it was fun as hell. Kids, I can tell you some of the lid. I only know like two. To me, downtown Dallas and Addison is the most attractive public places to actually adventure, especially downtown. Now I did go like to Fort Worth and stuff like that, but I love DF Dub. You feel me? Like Dallas Fort Worth, but I love downtown Dallas. And it's kind of like a main attraction. So in every area, just about, you'll have like a main attraction where that little city is where the party goes down. You do have some in Irving and stuff like that, but it's not live like Addison, man. And I'm gonna tell the truth. I snuck through the exit, to get into the event. I'm not gonna lie. I stuck in the exit and got in the event, and I had some fun. I'm not gonna lie, okay? So your girl is on a major budget, but that's my dishonesty. And they always say like go in front of uh this in the altar. It's an altar downtown, guys. You'll meet so many people and stuff like that. It's called St. Jude Chapel, guys. The first time that I went to St. Jude Chapel, I think it's for they help people like that have like children with cancer and all that stuff. But I went in there and it was empty, and it was like the candles was lit, and it was so much privacy, and then I felt so like direct with me and the upper power, like spiritual. I can pray about anything, and the setup is actually there. Of course, at home, you give how you give and everything to the higher power respectfully. But in St. Jude Chapel, downtown Dallas, guys, I prayed prayers that I never prayed when I was going to like churches where we gather at a certain time. So that's the freedom that I actually found. And if you know and subscribe, I love museums. You can get in a parade. Let me write it down for you. It's yeah, Perot Museum is downtown. And Myron Golden said it doesn't matter if you don't know how to spell. That's not what make millions, baby. Okay. But yeah, it's the Parade Museum right there. And I still got Debbie written down. She was actually asking about the 1999, so we got her covered. I hope she hung in there and everything. But we want to keep this community growing, so definitely subscribe. We're gonna share some threads, Leche. But back to the top 5 topics. The second one in line, we did go over increased value in key date and era coins, and we talked about like how the top grading companies created. They say eBay, guys. I told you about the pop-up store and all that stuff. Thank you for joining the live. My name is Lucretia Brown. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But anyways, the second in line, um, so it seemed like sharp price increases due to growing interest from new investors and content creators. Coins with strong visual errors are trending across YouTube and TikTok. But remember, we talked about the difference between YouTube and TikTok. If you wanted to do time investment, I would do YouTube before I do TikTok, because YouTube actually is part of like the Google services. So you use Google Chrome, and people are more than likely to find you if you do like social media like YouTube or Google, products. Use Google products. I think Google products is gonna outlast, like Yahoo kind of died down. I still use my Yahoo account, but it kind of died down to me. So hopefully if Google goes down, man, they was talking about that, like large social media accounts and all that stuff. But that's the second, guys. And then the third of the top 5 topics in the coin industry is platforms like eBay, what I've just mentioned. Whatnot is kind of cool. They didn't make me feel like family. When I first got on there, I only did one live, but I don't get the platform because, people were saying, oh, what are you doing and stuff like that. It's not like you can host. It's not like you host and they're looking for something. It was just crazy. So I may just go back on there and just kind of make my own way. And like I said, if you guys do subscribe, you'll see why I transform. And I'm getting the algorithm. Some words, I guess, adjectives and stuff like that, just kind of put a visual in someone's head to actually drop off. But before you drop off, definitely show some love by subscribing and going along with my journey. Threads Leche at 500 subscribers, guys. Threads Leche. I go crazy over it. Okay. All right, so platforms like eBay. This is the third 3 out of 5 topics. Top topics. Oh, that's mind triggering. So the third is platforms like eBay, Whatnot, and new blockchain-based marketplaces. So this is a blockchain marketplace. We're gonna write that down. We're gonna do a little bit of learning today. I don't know if you guys want to learn, but someone always told me that learning is part of change, and change always happens. So hopefully, what my hustle is today, I'm gonna die at 89. Do y'all want to do like a funeral or something like that? Because I want to have like a track that I made, a rap track or R&B, so I am working on that, getting my actual funeral together. And I just want to be cremated and crack jokes of how ugly the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be traditional or something like that. I just want to be like, that bitch was ugly as hell, but she had some good. But now, but so yeah, but that's what I want to do, get my track together. I want people at my funeral to play my track and everything and just laugh and leave. I don't want you around me if I'm dead and I'm gone. That's the wrong thing to say, maybe. But hey, a blockchain, we're going to look at what blockchain, you feel me? Because eBay, I'm on eBay hard, you feel me? I told you that I didn't have no money to pay these guys for monthly to get a website. I got a free website, no overhead except for $30. Done build up my net worth by being in an MLM. I don't know what people are tripping off of, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. And but yeah, and you can hit me up right now, bruh. 305-376-0840, dog. It's going down. You can join for only 125, dog. 125. There's no yearly amount that you have to pay. It is $30, but a month for your insurance, and that's coverage. And it builds up your net worth. So definitely hit me up. But we're gonna look what blockchain based after we finish the 5 topics. And I know got the coins is tempting. What she got? What she got? It don't matter what I got. What you got? Comment. Comment down below what coin you want me to. And in between here and there, if you stick in, you'll definitely get my research bad studies, guys. Hard A. Hard A. So blockchain based marketplaces. Okay, marketplaces like an industry or something like that. They was hauling ass and shit, talking about, some guy was making like millions of dollars by reselling clothes because he knew his brand. And you go on eBay and you kind of type in a serial number if it's like equipment, or either you just go in and kind of search for what you got, like clothing. But yeah, flipping that shit. I didn't have nowhere to put no inventory. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody say leave a broke bitch alone and shit like that. That's fine. If y'all want to leave, don't subscribe and shit. But when we get up to 500 subscribers, y'all gonna wish I had that 3 tres leche and stuff like that with lemonade and stuff like that. I ain't gonna give y'all none, man. But yeah. So I was learning about that. But what I did, I was like, I can't afford to pay Shopify and Google for domain and all that stuff, like 20 something or some dollars. So I went on eBay and I did a pop-up store, guys. I got these pre-cut model labels. I'm not trying to sell to y'all, upscale or none, but this is why I was able to get 50 subscribers. It really takes 71 to 72. That's when they unlock it. But if you want to be a part of my journey, I love you. I say, Borny, I love you. You feel me? But yeah, that MLM scam is definitely, I can tell you what's a scam. Paying up front to go to to do the work, pay up front, pay a company up front, do the audition, pay a company up front, then go in the back office and search for auditions. Okay? With the way that I taught you guys before, if you attended my live, that's why I said subscribe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Happy Monday, guys. I'm the creator of that seed phrase. Happy Monday or whatever day it is. But yeah, so I did a pop-up store on eBay. And that's what I do. It goes all the way up to like 9,000. And if you follow me on like Facebook, you'll see like a dog, a white and a black dog that has my number 305-376-0840. And then you'll see how I created that funnel and those Cuban links. So I also put a link for you guys to join straight off of Facebook. That's what you can do. You want a website that comes with a customer relation management system. That's what you want. 2, 3 in 1. Access to your back office, supportive people. We greet and meet every Saturday. Really, anytime you want to come to the meeting and stuff, that's why I said text me 305-376-0840, guys. But here we go, moving forward. As just a little piece of it and stuff. But I was able to add that link to my Facebook description when I post 5 to 10 videos a day on Facebook and stuff, people are actually getting in front of that link and can just press it, put my sponsor. People are killing themselves to have sponsorship. You got a sponsorship right here on live with you guys. 305-376-0840. Don't take your life today. We litty, guy. We litty. I used to be even more litty, but I had to calm down because I had high blood pressure. No bullshit with Subway and shit in mind, lowering that motherfucker. So, but definitely hit me up and stuff like that, and we can get into it. They can go to Facebook, follow that funnel, click the link, put my sponsor ID. You'll know my full government name. No bullshit. You order these fucking pre-cut model labels. You got my number. Where's my order? I'm working on it. One man soldier, but you are going to get your order. So plan ahead. Okay, plan ahead when you order these pre-cut model labels. But yeah, from the Facebook, you have the link. It says our OIC join or something like that. I wish I go off and go on, but say something like that in the description. If you do follow me, it has a black and yellow duck with my number on there, and then you can actually sign up and stuff like that, and then leave your email and name, and hey, you come into the actual 30 live at 3 o'clock. Mark your calendars and stuff. This is not a joke. This man, Myron Golden, made $40 million, dude. $40 million, and people still out here talking about MLMs or scams. What the hell is a scam? You get your whole website. Niggas only paying 20 some, 30 some dollars to just get a domain, a website, and gotta build it. This website that you get, that I got, that you want, is only 125. No more. That's it. Attend the Saturday live and stuff like that, and something that you can bring to the work industry, because a 9 to 5, a W-2 is not going to get you to millions. And I always give credit to Myron Golden. He said that if you want $1 million, right? So $1 million looks like this, guys. If nobody knows, I had to teach my children that because I didn't know what $1 million looked like. But you want to keep on going. Let's count the zeros. There's a comma. That's million, right? $1 million. So most people want to be millionaires. So now we know how to write a million on the calculator. I had to teach my children because I didn't learn what that number was until I got 27, guys. And I'm going to turn 16 tomorrow. But that's where $1 million look. You know, we all lacking something, but he said $1 million. Most people want to be a million. Give me a million, right? We just want an extension. That's something we want. That's something we pray for. And the big word extension means that we really, really need it to live on a basic level. Just on a base extension mean a basic level, like socks and underwear and food and water, running water, hot water, what else? Clothes to cover our body, right? That type of stuff. But here's like $1 million, guys. And Myron Golden said, I give him the credit because I'm mentioning him. But he said, if you make $26,000 a year, right? And I told you guys how to upscale, right? But if you make $26,000 a year, you can subtract that from a million. So we're going to subtract 26,000 from a million. That leaves us with $974,000 that we're missing each and every year. And we don't want to get into taxes because I told y'all to write all your ideas down, go to NSF and stuff like that, and how Lincoln did all that. But we're going to finish with the top 5 topics. The third one is platforms. We did go over that. So definitely check out that. And then increase public awareness of modern varieties. So the more your coin is requested, the more than likely it goes higher in value. And right now, the 1998 through 2000 wide AM is definitely busting in the coin industry, guys. So look out for those coins as well. Use Whatnot, platforms like Whatnot and eBay. We are going to look up what blockchain-based marketplaces are so we can actually start using some of these free resources that we have available and save a little bit of coins in our pocket, right? Who wouldn't want to save coins in their pocket, right? But collectors are more focused than ever on modern penny varieties like the 1992 Close AM and the 1998 through 2000. So we just bust through this rose set and we found a 2000 as well. So definitely put that on. It doesn't go to the left, to the left. Okay. All right, and then online education and influencers are helping everyday people discover hidden value in their pocket change, which is really good. And lastly, surge in bullion and precious metal interest. I don't know what bullion is. That may make some of you guys drop off, but we're going to write it down. We're going to look at it together. You guys are not actually engaging, giving me any negativity or none. You just stopping by, showing some love. Hopefully you guys subscribe because this is going down. I know I'm going to be the next millionaire. And with that million, I do actually study where they invest money, and it's IULs. That's something that you'll learn on a Saturday. It's very engaging. You'll meet Cedric Pearson, a real gentleman and down to earth guys. So yeah, we're gonna look up what bullion is. Um, and actually share my journey with you guys since you guys are not coming in. But I appreciate it. You guys are not being rude or nothing. Only one rude comment after 3 lives. I was like, it's kind of scary. It was worse than Goosebumps. I don't know if any. I'm not going to talk about the Leprechaun and Goosebumps or Bloody Mary. Okay, but the fifth is due to economic uncertainty and inflation concerns in 2025, there's been a rise in gold and silver bullion collecting. So we need to know what gold and silver bullion is. If you have not heard that term, we can actually learn together. So I've already written it down in my handy dandy notebook. I write just about everything down in here. And if you are hiding behind the screens, join the live for about a minute or so. See what we actually do on this channel. You actually may like it. You actually may like it. We talking about MLMs and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys like celebrities and stuff like that, but I kind of grew up, around Holly Berry and Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx and stuff. But that was the top 5 topics of 2005 in the quant industry. It all deals with logistics and supply chains management. I did get I did actually get a associate degree in logistics and supply chain management, and we talk about selling high and just having selling high and needing less prospects versus in selling low and needing more prospects. But I am learning. We just went over the top 5 guys. And I'm just going to give me something to drink. If you do drop off, show some love by hitting that subscribe button, guys. It is almost 4 in the morning, but it is a-okay. We're all here to play. Okay? That was lame as hell, but y'all get the drift. I like soccer too. I really like soccer and stuff like that. But before a 30-second break, just hit the like button and subscribe, guys. We talk about different subjects on this channel. There's a 2015. We was talking about the multi-level marketing and the actual. It's kind of like being bewitched, like the Yellow Brick Road or something like that. That's what it reminds. But yeah, it's real, guys. My number is 305-376-0840, guys. And we'll take a little 30-second break. Like I said, if you got to go and I meet your needs, hit that subscribe button, guys. Once we get up to 500 subscribers, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, guys. I'm fully awake, guys, at 4 o'clock in the morning, dog. It's great. You feel me? But yeah, if you before you drop off, just show some love. Hit that description. Only thing you're gonna get is some live music, a playlist, and these model numbers and series and stuff. It really gets good if you subscribe and scroll and troll my actual channel. I have 5. I started out with 5. I'm working on 3. And I upload now that I created a strategy. I upload typically about 5 to 10 videos a day. Now on this YouTube channel that you have already subscribed to, you'll take a closer look at the coins that I'm showcasing, and then actually learn, if you haven't already started, getting those views just by your title, guys. And I gave the big secret: Chat GPT will need to get to know you. Exactly. For now, I don't know what else is going to be produced or something like that, but old school wise, you want to hit up YouTube, because they can find, it's Google services, it's one of Google services and stuff like that. And most people use Google Chrome. Some people still use Bing. Let's see what search engines most people use nowadays. What search engines most people use? Okay. So, as of 2025, the most popular search engines globally and in the US are still dominated by a few key players, with Google far ahead of the rest. Okay, okay, I'm telling you guys, subscribe to this channel. I told you, Google, you want to do YouTube, because people are going to be using Google Chrome. Big celebrities use Google Chrome. Imagine them going across your stuff because you heard someone hosting an actual live to say, make sure you're posting and integrate and engaging in YouTube. TikTok and Facebook is okay, but you're not going to be found on Google Chrome by using TikTok and Facebook. TikTok and Facebook is just it mimic words in its own type of memory type of thing. Okay, it's not like YouTube services or products. Let's say Google products. It's not like Google products. It's not a Google product. They have not partnered, so you less likely to be found on Google Chrome if you're not using eBay. I know it's Etsy, Reddit, Pinterest. So those, and then the next one. So Google is the top for right now. Hopefully they never drop down. It was Yahoo, but it's okay. And then Yelp too. But Google is number one, then Bing, then Yahoo is really, really low, but people are still using it, about 1.5%, but 90% of people is using Google services or Google products, guys. So when you actually considering, it may be some new platform that's coming out or something like that, consider Google products, okay, or partnership, so that people can actually find you. So that's why YouTube, I can take you from 0 to actually 100, okay, with what I'm doing. You don't need no thumbnails until you have like well, I wouldn't say you don't need no thumbnails, because if you subscribe to this channel and check out my shorts, my thumbnail is the actual coin with the model and series number, right? That's pretty much what you're gonna see. But the thumbnail comes in hand when you start going live and getting your watch hours and all that stuff. And all we need is just support. It was really, really hard. You're gonna get it. Your channel will actually fluctuate. Your channel will fluctuate, but remember, guys, we're trying to get you discovered. It's this guy on YouTube. It may sound boring, but the long story short, he taught me about how to use Google Chrome. He's a top model, guys. I think is Ironheart or something like that he be wearing. Chrome Heart, okay? He's using Google Chrome. Celebrities, I mean directors, if you want to be in film and all that. That's why I say use Google products so people can find you on Google. Okay. All right. And then I did talk about how to make articles using Google Docs and making it available and open to the public, doing some slideshows and stuff like that. And once you do slideshows, make it open to the public, because I haven't even found where the vocab is, like with the coins and stuff like that. It's like a wild goose chase or something like that. But yeah, that's what number one, 90% globally. the dumbest search engine worldwide, guys, every continent, and some dumbass just found out that India is at the bottom of Asia. I thought it was in Africa. Okay, just oblivious. Like, no. Okay, so moving forward, in third place is Yahoo, only 1.5%. I told you guys it kind of drop off. Nothing is like Google. And then the fourth place, DuckDuckGo. Never use that. It's at 1%. It may actually grow. So instead of investing into uncertainty, we teach you guys on Saturday how to invest your actual money. If you actually text 305-376-0840, well, I can actually now I can actually invite you into um the next global meeting, and you'll actually learn how to invest your money. You can actually join and help build a community. So, but yeah, YouTube is going to be the last search engine, but of course it's a Google product. It's not traditional, but used as a search engine. So, but as far as TikTok and Facebook, it kind of, if it don't already have, it only go by the keywords that's already been in there that may be connected to larger content creators and stuff like that. So that's why I say that your best bet is to start off with Google products. Okay, everybody is using Google products. It's almost like the new product. They say the devil wears red, but I don't know, because um sometimes, if you scared going to sleep as a child, Tales of the Crypt actually comes on. I don't want to talk about that, Goosebumps and stuff like that. Just anyways, a bonus, other search engines by region. So remember, I talked about an example of a region, and if you follow me on Facebook, Lucretia Brown, it has like a black and yellow and white duck with my number on there, 305, starting with 305. I take you around DF Dub, and it's going to be regional. So regionally is like 213 cities in DF Dub, about 13 counties. So here it says other search engines by region. Baidu in China, Yandex, where is popular in Russia. Naver is popular in South Korea. They talked about South Korea too. And then it said Ecosia, ECOSIA. It's eco-friendly search engine. Now, mind you, I don't know if Google gonna, because they upscale and they adding AI and stuff. Because Chat GPT, is 1 point some million people on Chat GPT making titles and stuff. It is not fake. But on my Facebook account, if you follow me on this live on this channel and go over to my Facebook account, you'll learn just as a visual how I went from 0 to 100 with content creation, posting 5 to 10 times a day, giving great ideas. You want something really, really short and simple. Okay, really short and simple on Google products so people can search for you, and you may actually attract. Like one time I got a heart from James Blunt for saying on Lisa. James Blunt says, uh you're beautiful. And then Alyssa, she says, isn't it ironic? And James Blunt actually hearted my comment. Now, I don't know. I know people make pages, but it was legit. It was legit. And I was like, wow, that was great, because he saved my life. Him, Beyonce, and Alyssa. I was out late at night. I graduated high school early, and it saved my life, guys. I was in the middle of nowhere, and my life was about to be taken, guys. So I like James Blunt, Beyonce, and Alyssa. So James Blunt is "You're Beautiful." And then I think that's when Beyonce came out with her Panther or something like that. I can't remember the song right now, but those three songs, that's back when we had flip phones and stuff like that. And I only had like 3%, and I was being chased down. It was just crazy. Like, you never know who somebody with, okay? You never know who somebody with. And my first time was that experience. But SEO, you're creating core content. Most of the search traffic will come from Google search, YouTube search, possibly Bing or voice assistants like Alexa. Okay. So people out, hey, I got this Google Nest, guys. Say whoever channel they be going to when I do a request, you never know, shawty. So get using Google products. With YouTube, I don't see Google going down. They probably collaborating with Bill Gates, who created Microsoft 365. Man, you gotta pay for that or either go to school to get it for free. Okay. But those type I studied that when I was in high school, and that's what's going to get you in the dough. So like when you, if you a team member or something like that, not only when you go through onboarding at a fast food restaurant that comes from a university, you also getting tech skills, you also getting management skills and stuff. You just got to put it on your resume, man. There, a person can make 100,000. I do encourage a high school diploma, but sometimes it's called disadvantage. They talk about disadvantaged adults, teens, children, cats, dogs, and every darn thing. And I learned what that actually is. Some people become disabled. Some people, in my case, I told you guys how I became disadvantaged. But anyways, you want to go with the Google search or Google products and stuff like that. I seen Bing is going to second place, but mind you, anything and other than Google, guys, is going to be below 5%. Nobody's really using Bing, nobody really using Yahoo, nobody using DuckDuckGo, and nobody and YouTube. Everybody's using YouTube to kind of do YouTube University, but on here is in fifth place. But that Bing, Yahoo, and DuckDuckGo, that's between second and fourth place. But most people are using like Google, of course, Google products and stuff. They do have, but basically you can get in the tech world without any experience. And it's this guy named Gary Johnson. He's out here in DF Dub and everything. And he offer, I mean, I never seen no one talk like without an actual change in the screen or taking a break or anything, guys. He's a CPA, and sometimes they do joins where I think you can win like 1,000 or 2,000. But what he teaches, most people don't know, if you make over 180,000 or let's say 120,000, whatever, you started a family and you paying bukus of taxes. It's a tax secret, just like the home ownership credit and the tax bracket where you don't have to pay taxes if you invest into real estate, even if you only have one home. So that's something that I learned from Gary Johnson. And I said, if I ever make it, I think I'm gonna be paying my grandchildren. I'm only 16, but I'm gonna be paying my grandchildren, guys. But if you are hiding behind the screen, definitely subscribe to this channel for support and text me anytime 305-376-0840. We're gonna go back and actually take a little bit of a setback and everything. I am alive. Someone said I sound like Lucretia Drown, but I named this channel the Lincoln Coin Lab, aka Lucretia Brown. But yeah, we're gonna take a little 30-second and kind of sit back. But before you drop off, definitely hit that subscribe button, guys. I think we're going right at, hold on, 120 is 2 hours. If you guys stay on for like a minute at least to help me out, even if you don't subscribe, stay on for like a minute or something like that. I hate begging, but closed mouths don't get fed, but beggars can't be choosy. Closed mouths don't get fed, but beggars can be choosy. I'm done with it. I done stepped on so many cracks and divided so many poles and stuff like that. I'm just confused, guys. I'm not in a jokey mood. Them other lives, I was really jokey, but if you subscribe, you'll see that, not every, I want to be more informational, but we still have a handful of pins. If you like to stick around or catch these uploads or something like that later on, you can. You can subscribe now, check it out later, and catch my lives, and we be busting on here, guys. LaFuck. Is that LaFuck? LAFUQ. LAFUQ. Yeah. Mm. All right. So somebody, I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. That one guy, 82, says, Mike, who cheese Harry Alpha Kidney body? Hell yeah. If you talking and I don't know what position everybody in, but I haven't, I'm only 16, but if you do work at a client interfacing, you will get better and better and better at what you do, no matter what. I do think that practice make perfect, just about, you know. But yeah, I never had heard of Baidu. Baidu. I probably can't get it though. It's number one in China though. I'm scared to go to Russia. But yeah. Oh yeah. That's Zap Mama and Erica Badu. Aniko, if I'm saying her name right, uh that she's pretty cool. I like her too. She's vibing and everything. I'm high. I'm from outer space. Yeah, she litty, y'all. She litty. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you can't stick around. I may not be what you want, but I may be what you need, baby. Get lit and make some coins. But yeah, we just got done actually talking about Google products and stuff. I was real close to actually working for Google and stuff, but at that time, I wanted to learn more and more. But it's so easy to get into like engineering, and I think they start you off around like 60-some thousand or something like that. About 60,000, depending on what company. But yeah, or you can scale up where you at. I don't know why that smell reminds me of when I was younger. Today I felt like I was like 13 all over again. It was kind of weird. And you know how you have children and like, give me a break. I feel like I'm 13, but you can't say that stuff, because they gonna like look at you crazy and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna go over some comments. I'm sorry guys, I was just yapping. But after Rodney, thank you for being the top commenter. Robert Big Joe says, hello, what can you tell me out the 1992 Close AM penny and how much it's worth? That one guy 82 says, Mike, the cheese Harry Alpha Kenny body. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna read some of these. It says, show us your tits and I'll tell you what bullion is. Hell yeah, let's go. Keep commenting. Oh snap! Thank you, thank you. B Dick 007. I will hide that. I'm sorry. And then another one was, let's see. That's the same thing. All right. Kenneth the Bot says, what's going on? This is my first time. I got a few coins I would like to sell. My granddad left me some coins. All right, put it in the comment and I'll definitely get to it. And we just went over, some things about the coin industry, logistics, and supply chain management. Really cool. Check out and join us for our next live on Saturday, guys. Text 305-376-0840. I am a financial strategist, and it's only 125 to actually join, and then you pay $30 a month. Although it's an overhead of $30, you're getting away from the 60,000 plus, which typically for startups takes for startups and may fail in the first 5 years, but you can't fail with an MLM, a multi-level marketing that is pretty much strategies, and we teach you, go over how to save money and deal with prospects, and you'll actually grow from there. So if you are interested, we have these pre-cut model labels for only $14.99 on eBay. Ask some questions. We're gonna go ahead. We on this 30 second. I'm supposed to be taking a 30-second brief or something like that, and that's what I'm going to do now. And then we're going to go ahead and look up that 1992 Robert Big Joe. I'm so sorry about that. I got carried away, because I feel like I was going to start like a company, right? This is when I was like, it took me a long time, believe me, and I never knew what a blessing was to be answered inside of you instead of outside of you with something that you're actually trying to do. It just sounds crazy, But anyways, but yeah, we'll go over some more stuff. The sun will be rising in a little bit. I don't know where you guys are from, but we're gonna search Robert Big Joe and see what he got on his hands. Don't forget about that pop-up store on eBay, baby. A blockchain. You feel me? That's gonna be our next one. You feel me? Very informative. And Google products, guys. Number one, Google products. I'm gonna mess around with pen interest. I don't know what I can actually do. Maybe my feet. Do my feet. I think I'm gonna do my feet on pen interest because I do be going hard with pedicures and stuff like that. But that ain't my mainstream. Hopefully, in the next 7 to 10 years. It seemed like a long time, but I'm gonna live to 89. And I talked about that link. Someone asked for the link, but did not text me and stuff. That's the only way I can get the link to you is if you text me. That's the only way, guys. Let's go ahead and we kind of did a 15-second debrief, but it's pretty cool though. Thank you guys for chilling out with me early this morning. Sometimes, trouble get in my way and I can't sleep and stuff. And I appreciate you guys actually joining the live and not hiding behind the camera, asking yourself, is it worth it? Do I want to show the love? Show the love is the Brooklyn way. If I'm online and I'm going through people's lives and stuff, more than likely I'm going to subscribe and come in and show them some love. That's all it is. It seemed like almost committing suicide with joining people's lives. You hiding behind a camera already. I'm right here with an open resource. The number one actual search engine is Google. Google products, Google, Google, Google. And more than likely, Bill Gates got a part of it. It don't matter. I don't like politics. I don't like politics and I don't like religion. I think that 8.2 billion people in the world, what is religion? Everybody grows up differently. It's only one higher power, whatever somebody want to think. I that's not for me to say. So definitely stop hiding behind the camera and definitely hit that subscribe button, guys. It's lit. I still haven't forgot about you. We on that 30-second break. I'm still here looking and everything, guys. Y'all don't have to drop off without subscribing. Ain't nothing gonna happen. All that's gonna happen. We're gonna get wiser. We're gonna build a community. Maybe even meet one day and stuff. Want to give you guys a blessing that I received from inside out, guys. A blessing that I received from inside out, guys, to get you started. You want to do Google products. I knew I was right, but majority of the time I am right. Okay, just like the whole skeptic. The number one question: how much is my coin? Let's see. Let's see. Drop it in the comments. Hey, I even read out what BD007 actually. I'm reading the comments that YouTube is trying to filter out. I don't care what you fucking comment. Comment some shit. Hanging out with me and shit and not talking to me. What the hell? Just hanging out, not talking to me. What the hell? All right. So let's see. We kind of doing this. Let's see. Yeah, some people don't have time and stuff. I wish I could know my audience a little bit more. I know the actual age group is like between 45 and 65 plus. So I think that's who's logging on mainly on my lives. I really don't know. But I did get like some children calling me and stuff like that. I helped them out. So I just want to make sure I'm help. Maybe I got too big of a heart, Borny. Borny looking ass. I love you. You love me. We are you feel me? Hey, you don't know my struggle. There's another song too that he be singing and shit, but you don't know my struggle. IND. I still don't know how to spell, but thank God for them songs and stuff like that because I learned how to spell banana. I think I was 27 years old when I learned how to spell banana. But Myron Golden said millionaires don't be created by spelling every word correctly. Okay? All right. It's Bananas. It's bananas. Bananas. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I forgot what her name was, but yeah. That's how I learned how to spell bananas. But don't ask me about Lady Gaga. Okay? Roma, Roma, ma. You feel me? Mm-mm. I was in my prime back then, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing, But now that I'm a little bit older, making up, some years and stuff like that, I don't feel like that anything except but going out there in the streets, searching like a wild animal for things to bring back, knowledge to bring back to my young ones. They call them YNs, young niggas, you know what I'm saying? My young niggas and stuff like that. You feel me? I just, if it's a two-parent home, just like Beyonce mother and father, as a disclaimer, I'm a fan. So, but I read a biography and it make you change your mind. If a woman have to go to work, cook, have sex, got the kids and all that, I don't know how that works because that man physically got needs. It's natural. So I always look at, I think they call them poly relationships or something like that. They call them poly relationships. And I was like, I don't know. Because a woman need help. She can't love that man sexually. That man got needs. I don't know no man to wait for no 2 or 3 months. Hey, I asked somebody, if a woman get pregnant, how many times can she get pregnant, right? That's why I'm open. How many times can a woman get pregnant? Once every 9 or 10 months, right? She only get pregnant one time after having sex. And then you got the guy who got blue balls, it's scientific and stuff like that. So sometimes the women need help loving their husbands and stuff like that. And it's a big community. But I'm single. But sometimes after my last relationship, I think about that sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I do think about that sometimes, man. Like, what's right, what's wrong. Because when you start seeing light and darkness and stuff like that, it makes a hell of a lot difference. And you just want to know the complete answer about it and stuff. So that's me, though. But we're going to look up the 1992. I think he said, hello, da, 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 close AM, 1992. Close AM mean that the A and the M on America is close together. And we're gonna go ahead and definitely get that taken care of for you, Big Joe. Oh, okay. All right, all right. I don't know if you still with me, Big Joe, but you got a winner. You have a complete winner. I don't want to get copyright, guys, but somehow we're gonna have to celebrate. I said, I don't know if somebody ever, I said, if a loved one die therapeutically, if you go and take a poop in the woods, I think that will cure some of the hurt. Like after a loved one died, go take a shit in the woods and stuff. And I think that would actually help, man. But Big Joe, um so based on the conditions, circulated about 500 to 2,000, uncirculated men state 60 through 64, 2,000 to 7,500 plus. A high grade MS 65 or better is 10,000 to 25,000 plus. And proof like examples, F certified is about 30,000 plus, extremely rare. So if you do have the 1992 closed AM penny, the proof like examples are going to be 30,000 plus, Big Joe. So that's definitely valuable. And the reason why it's valuable is because the A and M in America are very close and touching. In 1992, business strike coins were supposed to have the wide AM reverse. So that's another speculation to look for the wide and the closed AM, and that will actually increase the value. Do not try to clean those coins. A few 1992 pennies were mistakenly struck with the proof style closed AM reverse, making them major mint errors. Okay, absolutely. So we're looking at a range from circulated to proof like examples between 500 to 30,000 plus, extremely rare. That's very good, Big Joe. I applaud you. We can actually go applaud, and we are definitely going to do a spot close AM. Just flip the coin and then map out if it kind of has to be a comparison for me. People kind of learn different ways. Sometimes I'm more of a visual, and I don't know what the visual. I'm gonna check that out when I get offline. But yeah, there we go. And then I think our next in line, we want to learn what a blockchain based marketplace is. Here's why we want to learn what a blockchain based marketplace is. At least for me, I would say as a disclaimer, but because that is something that the top grading companies actually integrated AI and authentication to get the coins graded without sending them in. So that's why we want to learn what blockchain based marketplaces are. So we're going to go ahead and type in one of the platforms we learn is eBay and whatnot. So those are examples of the blockchain based marketplaces, but we want to dig a little bit deeper. Typically, it takes about 2 to 3 months to massively research an aspect and gather and document those research hours, guys, because some people use a university. To come to think about it, some people use a university or college to get credentials. But if you kind of say, hey, it's not even about what I don't have, but it's about what I do have, and I do have hours and countless hours of work. Of course, you'll use different words, but sort of around that area, I have like 10,000 research hours or something like that. I had 3.14 on my TSI, I'm good with MLA style writing grammar. What can I do for you to research, or if you just want to start doing a snowball effect, with selling life insurance, how can I get past that exam, and how can I expand with these marketing strategies that our infinite company has actually given me? So we want to look at that aspect. Because the error is valuable, fakes are common. Always get it authenticated by grading services like PCGS and NGC. So, what are I remember back in the day, I couldn't type fast. I had a friend, she is so lovely. She used to always like type or whatever. But I think about 40, 45. I think that's pretty good. What are blockchain base? We need to know what blockchain marketplaces are. We know eBay and stuff like that, but we want to get a full description just about what we're going into, and why I say to use Google products, so that you never know if you do pin interest or something like that. I'm thinking about doing it, and going more towards Google products or partnerships too. I'm already a sponsor. All you got to do is just text me 305-376-0840. You go to the next live. We meet on Saturday at 3 o'clock, and you'll be invited to meet one of the most leading and down to earth individuals that can teach you how to save your money, grow your money, and actually stack your money. Okay. But 305-376-0840. We're learning what our blockchain based marketing is if you just now joining. So blockchain marketing, uh marketplaces. Marketplaces. All right. Thank you for the likes, guys. Blockchain-based marketplaces or online platforms like eBay, whatnot. As we mentioned earlier, if you missed the top 5 topics, that's one of the things we'll be doing on this channel. If we are true to the game and coin collectors, we actually grow together. No one knows more than the other, and we have advantages that we specialize in and just may not have actually level up. So that's what we actually do. And I do put a little of quirkiness in there, suicide prevention, because I think about a close friend that if that person would have just graduated high school at their lowest and darkness, they would have been able to look back and say, hey, I graduated high school, I can do this, I can make it to the next level, even if I have no idea. And I think that's where faith come in, because we're nothing itself, but it's like a vape of air, that's really air. I don't even know how I'm even talking. It's really amazing about things that we think of how being created. I don't believe in dinosaurs. I do like it. I will entertain it. But as far as politics or something like that, I'm really laid back. But I don't believe in dinosaurs or nothing like that. But So blockchain-based marketplaces are online platforms where buyers and sellers exchange goods or services using blockchain technology. It's very important that we learn this, guys, the definition of a blockchain, because, like I told you, there's a lot of advertisement, and these people may be going through NSL to build a software, and we're going crazy about it. Instead of being the creator, we actually just creating things that don't build on that's not going to fit on our foundation. We do have multiple streams of income. Yes, that's a snowball effect, but we want to make sure that we stay narrow, and that's what would make me think about the wide and general population and poverty devours the poor, guys. So blockchain based marketplaces examples are eBay. You get your storefront up and running, funnel through a store up and running through eBay, and a funnel on Facebook, and pay just 125. Attend the actual Saturday Lives with Cedric Pearson, and actually know that an MLM is not an actual scheme. But we want to start out with actually posting actual content on Google products, guys. I don't think it's going to actually die out. I don't think in the next 10 years Google is going to be filing bankruptcy because they can't pay off their debt. And I told you a little secret about your credit card. I got my credit score. I didn't pay nobody, guys. I got my credit score up to 700 without leasing any vehicles, mortgages, all that stuff. Okay, you don't need nobody to build your credit. You need to pay attention to your credit. And on them credit cards, if you purchase, okay, so we're going to be sitting through numerous court hearings and everything to see what this credit card company owns. Okay, if you out there buying Nike or these brands, don't mind me. Maybe I'm just a ghetto mind, right? But I mean, one day, okay, it happened, and I found it. Okay, it's not a scheme or nothing. It's actually helping you. Don't pay these people. Just attend my live. Get this information for free, guys. I had a credit card for 324. I said, lie, 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 lie. Okay, I'm gonna pay this back. Okay. So when you retire, I told you I graduated early school from high school and I retired early. So when you retire early, you get to go over paperwork, right? And so I'm just reading, la, 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 just like child support and stuff. They put you on, it's under a year. You should say, judge, it's under a year. And the hospital says in these papers that, hey, I'm responsible. Okay, this hospital is responsible. The government is responsible for hospital coverage. Medicaid is given the first year that a child is born. So if a judge try to put you on child support before that year is up, you need to bring that up. For credit cards, you don't need to pay a third party company to put more pressure on you, on more money and going over budget. Read the fine print. If you're purchasing something that they actually already own, you do not owe them if it was in 100 miles from the address that you had given them. Why do I say that? I did it accidentally. I don't know that skill trait. One skill trait is actually working as a inbound representative. You will understand so many things, and so I believe that um it was accidentally. I was just reading, I retired early and stuff like that, and I was just reading over some papers, and I was about to get ready and pay this credit card company, and some said, read this. They sent it to me, and it says, if you have an address, live 100 miles from that address, and you purchase items that we actually own, and everybody known when the stock markets go down, you need to look. I think it's for FDIC. FDIC. If that company, that stock market go down, FDIC is going to hold up to it. It's scarcity, because sometimes don't even get in that stock market. That's why I say attend the Saturday Live, because you need an IUL. Do not trust that. But you need to contact FDIC if that stock market goes down, and see if that company is filing bankruptcies. That's the next action. You can sit in on court and everything and find out who actually own what. You paying you what, a mortgage company, a credit card. Okay, that's crazy. That's really crazy, man. You get yourself out. And when they sell your account and stuff like that, when the credit card, if they sell your account, don't worry. That's who's gonna tell you that everything is resolved. You don't owe nothing. Okay, it's a document. I can tell you the car company or whatever, but I rather not, because I um would like to learn more about blockchain based marketplaces. They're online platforms where buyers and sellers exchange goods or services using blockchain technology, decentralized and secure digital ledger. These marketplaces often use cryptocurrency and smart contracts to verify and complete transactions without traditional middlemen like banks or payment processors. Did you know that if you go to NSF, and I'm not even gonna say that. But anyways, decentralized. Okay, so cryptocurrency. So I mean, I don't think cryptocurrency is just gonna take over, like, basic money like dollars and stuff. No, the whole world will drop from this galaxy, right? And it's not praising anything like that. Make your money. I used to pray not to go to hell because I was making $11. That's how scared I was of God. And well, how you gonna live? I don't know. Okay, but somehow I'm still here today, and God helped me out, answer my prayers inside out. I thank God for being in front of you guys to share what I like to do, even if it's quirky. Okay, so anyways, love up. All right, check out the comedian. Um the celebrity, the comedian, okay, the fuck, a fancy way to use profanity, not curse. I told you guys what cursing is, but so it's kind of like cryptocurrency. I told you guys it's tangible. It's going to be tangible once you print all your hard work of your thoughts about a software or something like that, file it on your taxes, maybe you make deductibles, and all that stuff. But it looks like here that cryptocurrency is intangible, but become tangible on paper if that's what you include into your business plan, guys. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Children, middleman is X'd out. You feel me? On a blockchain based marketplace like we are now. So you're gonna see a little bit. I thought about the advertisement high change for celebrities and stuff like that. But you got the Lord of London, which is absolutely what you're gonna learn when you actually get your state exam. When you take your state exam, and I'll teach you how to pass with the ABCD method. You can use that method on any exam. I heard doctors and stuff like that are taking 8 to 6 hours. That may actually help that ABCD even on every question. And then how you know you passed the state exam is just by is asking your demographics and stuff like that. If you fail, it don't ask you nothing. Get off that computer. Okay. So that ABC, you just ABC, cross it out, cross it out, cross it out, because we're talking about keywords. And that's what we think about when we think about Google products. But I want you guys to definitely feel free to text 305-376-0840. We're going to take out this middleman with the blockchain based marketplaces, and we're going to get and level up, as Sierra say, level up, okay? With no anxiety. This is not a channel where we gain anxiety. This is a channel where we sit back, admire some coins, these pre-cut model labels that says bullshit, and we learn how to actually live in society. Some people I did worry about. I'm gonna be 89. I was like, I'm gonna be left behind in some type of zip code and stuff, and everything. And I think that no matter how much money, I just want the basic essentials. Okay? All right. But yeah, so moving forward, what makes them different from traditional marketplaces? So, marketplaces is more similar. I think it's not symbolic. I can't think of the word. A synonym. You got an anonym and a synonym. So it's pretty much a saying like an industry. So within it is industry, the beauty game that enhance, because of Google products and so many things and influences actually till this day create many, they call them super niches, but it's almost like oh my God, intangible intellectual property, guys. Taxes and mortgages and discounts and paying children. That's what we do. We're very complicated, but do not catch anxiety. Hit that subscribe button if you want. If I meet your needs, if not, well, I get you. We banging, slide on, you feel me? But we learning blockchain marketplaces, you feel me, like an industry, logistics, supply chain management, you feel me? Like ownership, centralized, owned by a company like eBay or Amazon. That's pretty much, I told you guys. And we can actually look into, somehow you can pull up maybe court documents where like they actually the judge oversee the partnership and witness the actual partnerships and socializes it with developing communities and stuff like that. So that's what we paying attention to. That's why I told you guys, definitely hit me up on 305-376-0840. It is somebody over you, but I'm not in a W-2. We in a 1099, guys. So I'm going to teach you what I'm doing, and we're going to grow together. And that's why I said hit me up by text. Don't call, just text, because it is my personalized number and stuff like that. And I would do like Mike Jones, keep it on the low and keep same number, like big and smalls. You feel me? But yeah, so blockchain, then when they talk about like payment is like dollars, PayPal's. So they talking about, so they, the whole speculation about cryptocurrency taking over New World Order. The New World Order is just technology. They was talking about that in the fucking 90s with their motherfucking sneakers that flew or some shit on the movie. So we ain't talking about that. So we actually dealing with cryptocurrency, and you actually investing. Did you know that you're a stock holder if you have an electricity company, and you can sit in on board meetings, and that's another reason you can contract and also join our actual community on Saturdays at 3 o'clock to advance and level up. Guys, I'm telling you, if we are going to team up and be one, you will always have a voice in this community. Never think that you don't, guys. So peer-to-peer smart contracts, that's the verification with the blockchain management. If you just now joining, my name is Lucretia Brown. This is the Lincoln Coin Lab, and we're talking about how to enhance our social performance. Okay, social responsibility, I got you guys. If you go on the court, talk about that. Make sure you clock your research hours too. We researching, guys. Clock it. And YouTube is the best way to clock your research hours. But yeah, the blockchain based marketplace, that is something that you could generalize and invest in, which we already have to. Give me. Okay, cryptocurrency here. Okay, create a pop-up store on eBay, funnel it through Facebook, pay your 125 one time, $30 insurance, increase your net worth by 1.2 million by having that insurance. Create a 600 or 800 some odd page reference of your idea, whatever it is, Disney. Okay, 200 times trying to go into the bank and get a loan for what's big today. Invest today so you can live tomorrow. Text 305-376-0840, guys. Blockchain management here. We're going to get it because it's crypto, bro. This done changed from a tangible, intangible, intellectual property, dog. I'm telling you. So examples are eBay, whatnot, investment. It's crypto. It ain't big gonna take over the new world order. That was just something that with them mass printers and stuff like that. Evolution, baby, but a patent for you to make it better, baby. In itself, baby. Submit your pitch. You feel me? Give out mad. You feel me? They talk about Ocean Sea, it's a marketplace, Wearable Zara, Unirail. Why they're important in the corn world, 2025 and beyond. Here's the thing: digital coin certificates, physical coins paired with a digital token. Check it out, buddy. Check it out. This is how Google and the NGC PCGS is hitting it, baby. I went to a restaurant, right? I said, I know the process servers. You feel me? I know them, payment process servers, government process servers, all that stuff. But at the same time, I didn't know it was a company that provides encryption. The company provides encryption. That blew my niggas be talking about blowing niggas tops off. That blew my top off, and I'm still living. Okay. All right. So, um, but yeah, digital coin certificates. We NGC and PCGS as an update. We did the top 5 topics, dog, and we went over like what's going on in the coin industry. Logistics and supply chains management, fractional ownership. One rare coin could be owned by multiple people through tokenization on these platforms that was generated by AI, with AI. By NGC and PCGS, so you don't have to necessarily send it in. But on eBay is a little bit better as a blockchain. They did talk about whatnot and stuff like that, and you're gonna create the own industry. It's gonna be like a super niche at first or something like that, but that's what you want. You want to do something that maybe defines you, and the only way you can do is stop doing what you're doing and do something else, right? Stop doing what you're doing and do something else. So you want to create these funnels, these free funnels, and these free education, so that the development can actually enhance tomorrow. Babies are being born every day. That those words may cause anxiety. That is not my purpose. But when I think about the world ending, God darn it, them babies will stop being born. I love me some babies, okay? I love me some babies, but the babies will stop being born, and the birds will fall out the sky, and everything. It get crazy, okay? But we learned about blockchain management and what NGC and PCGS is actually doing now. So fractional ownership. We talked about how eBay and whatnot is cryptocurrency. It's fractional ownership. We did talk about if you are paying an electric company, you get to sit in on the actual meetings and make decisions, board decisions, without getting paid, but you're going to be heard and recognized. And that's what we're looking for: publicity. Publicity is how most people make millions and millions of dollars through publicity. And it looks like NGC and PGCS and Google is actually working towards taking away the middleman and being hands-on with fractional ownership by cryptocurrency. I know you can buy Bitcoin, but it looks like we get cryptocurrency for free. So no, cryptocurrency is not going to be the new way. I do not believe that. But if you are in the comments, definitely subscribe to this channel. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, guys. But another thing, um we're gonna get back to answering some questions. Gamer of Earth says gangster. It's thing if you want to get away from Bill Gates and avoiding Google is easy. DuckDuckGo is an optional on the web crawler. Yeah, but you know what we get, right? You know, like if you want to sell on eBay, right? The scary part is that like 26,000 people actually search. I'm giving you statistically, and it depends on what blockchain management tool and a blockchain management is going to go with a free customer relation management and a free website and a pop-up store on eBay and these blockchains, cryptocurrency, fractional ownership. So what you actually get is if we go to DuckDuckGo, I don't have it. I guess I would have to download it or something like that. But I'll give it a try one day. I have so many things, and I'm sorry, but when it comes to a vision, you cannot explain because the dumb shall speak. And I know they said it was a spirit, but I know that motherfucker hang around me all the fucking time, the dumb spirit, dog, and it's okay, you know. So you that's why I said subscribe. You catch this, catch that, catch this. I don't know what you want to hear. Drive me crazy. I almost had a heart attack. You feel me? He had a heart attack, and I thought about Walt Disney. I'm not him. I didn't have that type of, you know, freedom and stuff like that, being taught at home, whatever, whatever. But it started by a bank loan. I think some people talk about being denied. Well, hell, I would deny you if you don't tell me the next level up. A trade secret is a top secret. There's no top secret, right? Gary Johnson and DF Dub, top CPA. There's no such thing as a secret unless a trade secret, unless a deductible. All right. So we talked about that earlier, but we just learned what blockchain. We answered a few questions in a comment. Judy Russell said, "Hello from Kentucky. How do I contact someone to sell my coins?" Good thing. Subscribe to this channel on Judy Russell. We actually going over blockchain management and being fractional owners of cryptocurrency that we didn't have to really do is someone make a pop-up store on eBay. But NGC and PCGS, you know, is actually making changes. Google and those companies, top graded companies, are making changes to how people are going about getting their coins graded. eBay don't personally do it, but I believe CoinN does by advertisement. I don't have the money for that. I did invest small. So my motto is start out small. If the challenge is too big, then start out small. So I start out small with these coins. We still haven't got added. I know we're going in, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Judy Russell says who? Eddie DeSado says hi everyone. And then I wish I could actually pin. I don't have that feature yet, but pin Gamer of Earth. He said gangsta. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. And we're going to finish up with this. I can't finish up with the actual music because it's copyright and I don't want all the hard work that we put in and building community to go to waste. Okay. So that's what we're going to focus on. I just love this little mic. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm away from the actual receiver. I know my phone is probably like really, really hot. Yeah, and that's why I would before, if you guys don't want to contact me now before or whatever, then it may be later on that you may think about what you can actually comment if you do subscribe already, and we can actually research that together. Or you can hit me up and stuff and say, hey, I need help or something like that. Um but yeah, we're just finishing up, guys. I'm so comment down below if you guys love coffee. I'm gonna read some of these messages that people filled out. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. BDIC is just saying something about titties and stuff, and then Fox is actually laughing. This moron. This moron. Mhm. That was very funny. But yeah, I did like 10 videos, man. People ain't getting the flow of it, but like if y'all can come in, I don't know who I'm talking to, or who vibing with me, not who I'm talking to, because I just hope it reach the babes because the dumb shall speak. You feel me? But like I just feel like that I just want to know who you guys are and stuff. In the comments, if you just passing by, say hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Judy Russell, I don't know if you still with me. I don't know what you was saying, girl. You said hello from Kentucky. How do I contact someone to sell? Man, you just missed the greatest portion of life. We're on a 30-second mental break. Okay, a 30-second mental break, man. I never seen a guy talk like Gary Justin. I give him his credit. Because at first everything was a secret. Nobody's supposed to know, but you want to sell. What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? A little tag right here just done flew out, but that's the name right there, y'all. Yeah, Boosie said something like my daddy made me weak and stuff, but you feel me? It's lit. I think my Animal Planet up went off. Yeah, I think I need to go grab some water or something. All right, we back at it again. We had to do a little bit of research. Make sure you get your research hours in as much as possible. Some articles that you may re-emphasize how people in a frantic, but don't worry about it. We saw those out on this channel, and somewhere they try to avoid to not cause anxiety. So I try to bring it down just a little bit, just a little bit here. But yeah, I hope I got everybody in the comments. By the time I got to it, we had to talk about blockchain management, guys. And you can follow me on Facebook as well. Lucretia Brown. It has like a black and white background. It'll have the number 305-376-0840. You can text now, and I'll be your researcher. Just hit me up anytime. Hey, Cretia, you call me Lulu Cretia. I need you to go ahead and research this for me, and I'll do it for free. No problem, man. And we'll get to know each other. So definitely follow me on Facebook. You'll see where I created a funnel. We was talking about funnels and a way to do stuff for free, if you want to be social media. Now the old way, I can't never knock the old fashioned salesmanship, But with the new technology, I think this stuff started like in 2005, like Facebook and all that stuff. People was transitioning from like MySpace and stuff. And so advertisement or watch hours, all that stuff didn't come about until Google, some of Google products, people start using them more and more. Another visibility that you can use as well, I created a logo. The Google has stock images, and my logo is the actual duck with my name, with my number on there. And so what I do on Google Maps, I know some people teach on YouTube University that how to use Google Maps and do like build people, like finish building people Google websites and stuff. That wasn't my flow, but I do get like tons, like thousands, 10,000, 100,000 views of just my logo, guys, on Google Maps. All you have to do is just, I search up hotels, they pull up the hotels that's nearby, right? You're gonna leave a review, right? You're gonna put 5 stars, leave some real quick CTA or some stuff like that, great company, whatever. And since it's hotels, you can actually critique it, copy paste it on every single review that you leave. And then people, if it's high traffic, people are going to start, every time they search up the actual company, they're going to see your logo and your name and your review. So not only are you leaving a review for a high traffic location, such as a hotel. I know probably say Rick Carter, some meet me at the Rick Carter, or something like that. So like something like that, and you leave a review, leave 5 stars, and then leave your logo and your name, and you get hundreds and thousands of people actually searching for it. So that's another way to take out the actual middleman if you a brokey, just like me. Okay, I don't care. Everybody can know that. I was about to say something, but I'm live. But everybody can know that I don't have tons and tons of money, and I'm only wanting the necessities and for me to own. And I can tell you how to get your house repaired if you are in retirement. I can actually tell you how to actually get a house, maybe possibly for free, guys. That's why I say subscribe now. Subscribe now, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays is when I go live. And as you already know, this seed phase that I created in 2017, happy whatever day it is. Today is Monday. It's all on the radio, so we definitely lit. Hopefully it takes me to the next level in my career. And things happen for a reason. So, but we're going to get back to the coins. I think it was one other thing. Bullion. I thought bullion going to chicken. There's that 2014, guys. The shield. And we're going to showcase another one real quickly because we're studying together, guys. 2011. The shield. So we're going to ask, what is a bullion? I thought they go into like beef or chicken. What is bullion? It ain't cryptocurrency. You investing in cryptocurrency just by having an eBay account. Okay. All right. Let's just like bullion is gold, silver, platinum, whatever. Ain't nothing really fascinating to me. And this miss that I forgot to show you guys that here's a actual coin that I found in there. Eventually I get around. I'm more interested in what I'm doing now than actually searching for how much these coins are, because these coins are going to be here even when I die. Even though I got 53 years, but the coins will be here when I die. I got 53 years, so I don't know what's gonna happen in between now and then. But I hope hopefully everybody is safe. That's the 1980, guys. If you guys are just not joining, that's the memorial. My name is Lucretia Brown. You can follow me on Facebook as well. Uh, and actually come to our study lives. 1993. There's a 1993, guys. And here's the memorial. I almost want to get the white gloves out and stuff, but I'm not gonna. I only have like two other pairs. That's a 2022. Every time towards the end of the actual live, I actually, before you guys drop off, hit that subscribe button if I meet your needs. Here's the actual shell, but towards the end of that, I just kind of get like, that's why I slept so hard because I did like, I think about two or three lives back to back, and it was over 2 hours long. So I'm learning, but this is 1977, and that's the memorial. I just showed you guys the actual jackpot, but we're gonna see if it's a jackpot because it seems like the 1998 to 2000 corn collectors are going crazy over there in the industry. Thank you for the likes, guys. This is a 1979, and here's the memorial. 2016, and there's the shield. 2021, and there's the shield. And by the way, guys, these are the model 0051 through 0100, guys. Those are the models. Here's the pre-cut model labels available on eBay. Check me out on Facebook. Check the funnel, the setup. We investing in cryptocurrency, guys. If you just not joining, I actually went over a shitload of stuff that is very useful. We don't need to pay somebody to actually get our credit right. I showed you how to do credit cards and all that. We learned about blockchain management. We talked about a little bit of everything. Um, and we got some comments. So I'm still actually going over the comments and making sure I didn't miss anyone. If you want to shout out, definitely comment. If you want to shout out, definitely comment down below. There's that beautiful. It used to be a commercial. That roll that beautiful bean. But here's that 2008, and that's the memorial. I need to stop saying that's the memorial. That's like, okay, you are boring. That's what make it boring. So y'all see what's up. I try to say that just in case somebody join in and maybe too scared to start the actual channel like uploading or something. But um I'm here to tell you it's possible. But you have to subscribe. You'll catch my next live, and each live I teach you guys how to fish. We grow together, we know together. You feel me? So that's the shield. Here's that beautiful 2022. On some coins, like between 1998 and 2000, we're looking for the AM, the close, and the Y. And that creates, I think, someone in the comments, I can't think of his name, but he actually hit a jackpot. Um, he had 1992, between circulated and proof-like examples, it will range between 500 to 30,000. All right, and that's what we're looking for. The close and YAM meanings that the letters in the word America on the coin are either close together or either wide. So he actually hit the jackpot. You can comment down below if you have a coin in question. And we just found out that those top grading companies are saying, "Hey, we help improvise along with Google AI and stuff. You know, you guys can actually receive an online token. You don't have to send it in. if that's something that you guys are worried about losing your coins or something like that. It may be actually misplaced, okay? Because I showed you my stack. If you attend my lives, you'll attend my lives. But I showed you my stack. All that. Yes, I started out small, guys. I really started out small. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll see where I show you how to use the pre-cut model labels to keep up with inventory. This is for coin collectors and people who are doing startups on social media. As a quickie, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I just showcase the coins as a visual, and then we actually go in and dissect a little bit, bit by bit, because if the challenge is too big, we start off small, so we dissect bit by bit. So, but yeah, here's the 2008. There's a 2008, and here's the memorial, 1981, with the memorial. So as a quick heads up, like you can, it seems like you can invest in cryptocurrency just by creating an eBay account and maybe posting those coins, to social media. Everybody, you see like the big coin collectors versus the small content creators, or vice versa, and kind of pick up as you go. But ultimately, I think that mine's is like a little bit different. That's what make me different as on social media platforms, is how I actually post my content. So if you would have called me a couple of months ago, I was trying to do what everybody else does. It requires like a casting crew, which I don't have the funds for, and I needed something where I could start it off small just by trying and level up and recognize my actual weaknesses, and get through those milestones, right? And go through the valley of darkness and all that stuff. But I'll show you how to actually scale up. And if you are local, it's actually free deliveries on these pre-cut model labels, guys. Shout out to DF Dub. We're having the hardest working people in the community. But here's a 2023, and there's the actual shield. I think sometimes people look for me to buy their coins or know how to sell them. Like I said, someone in the comments actually hit a jackpot between 500 to 30,000 plus, and this is just a Lincoln penny. This is just a Lincoln penny, guys. But there's that 2018 and the actual shield. Now we have about, before you drop off, definitely show some love by subscribing to catch more lives and more content. But we have about 6 coins left, guys. I've been on for a while, but I've had a blast, and I'm no longer single. I have buddies that's here for me in the community. But that's that beautiful 1990. That's the beautiful 1990. And there's the memorial, guys. 2007, which was an absolutely good year. Memorial. 2003. Memorial. Here's a 1994. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we have about 3 left, and I would definitely like for you guys. I appreciate if you subscribe. Once we get to 500 subscribers, we are actually going to celebrate with Tres Leche, which is going to be my wedding cake. Hopefully, when I get married. I don't care if I get married when I turn 89. I'm gonna die happy. So what is it? 2025. So I got 53 more years to live. So we're gonna plus 53, 2025. So I would die in 2078. I think someone asked for the actual link. You have to dial 305-376-0840. Shoot me a text and I'll send you the link to check when you actually die. Which is pretty neat. Maybe we say life is short, but 53 years, a lot of thoughts. That's what make it feel so long. A lot of thoughts. There's that 2019 guys. With the shield. And 2000. I am uploading these coins, guys. You can check out what I do by actually subscribing. My next live will be Wednesday, or maybe sooner than that, guys. 2001. This is our last coin. Thank you guys for definitely hanging out with me. Uh and learning about blockchains and ways of actually saving coins. I hope that you guys enjoyed the visual, which I create visuals by showcasing my personal coin collection. And we talk about a little bit of everything on this channel, guys. So thank you for chiming in and help me reach 500 subscribers. We'll have some threads de leche and maybe some red wine. I maybe invite some friends over, have some threads de leche and some type of light citrus beverage. It may not be red wine, but thank you guys. That is the end of the live. Stay strong, peace, and love.